So we were still muted.
Well, and then I'm like, oh, Sam, we're muted. And then it just says, hey, you're muted too, jackass. And I'm like, ah, shit. Yeah.
All you guys missed.
We're all muted.
It was me whining that I was trying to move my Milanote over to this screen so I could see my Milanote and the restream. But then, like, it was like, no, you're not allowed unless you, like, use one of the little thingies. But I'm like, if I split screen it that way, it will make my restream far too small. So I had to fight it. I won the battle.
I won this fight.
I did. Hey, yo, RP, and welcome. Yes, Fox. Yes, I know. Everybody told me. It's fine. I will say mildly in mine and CB's defense, it never told her. Oh. Hello, can you hear me?
Hello, hi.
Can you hear us?
Yeah.
Wait, hold on.
Cody, can you
I
hear
fucked
me?
around.
Yes, can you hear me?
And I can hear you.
Okay, good.
And we both hear Sam.
Okay, cool. And then we can hear each other.
And we can hear each other.
I was messing with Chris's earbuds and they connected to the computer.
Ah.
No, let me.
Speaking of Bluetooth and headphones.
Mine aren't even Bluetooth. Mine are corded.
It won't let me turn Brave up at now.
These ones aren't Bluetooth. They're connected to a USB dongle in my computer.
Guys, say something.
Yeah.
We're saying a lot.
Many a thing.
Many
Hold
things,
on. I'm going to reload and see if I can fix it.
1 thing, 2 thing, 3 thing, 4 thing.
5 things, 6 things. Oh no, she's gone.
Yeah. The 6th thing was too many.
Yeah.
Okay, we're fixed.
Yay!
Should not play with random things on my husband's desk.
Wow, we had really good timing on that. Yay.
Yeah.
Hello and welcome. What is on my face? Well, Michael was correct. They're demon patterns. Because I'm extra.
Missed opportunity potentially to gaslight your audience and be like,
yeah.
What are you talking about?
My face.
Like, what are you talking about?
Like,
you mean my beauty?
Me and Cody are just like, do you think there's stuff on our face too? Like,
my thing on my face? I mean, I have facial
like,
hair.
I feel like, yeah, like,
but that's nothing new. It's always there.
So hello and welcome everyone. This is a Let's Talk because sometimes I just like to talk about random things, and we decided to do Kpop Demon Hunters because I am obsessed now.
It's so good.
Yeah, Sam, how many times have you seen this movie?
Okay, hold on.
We were just talking about this before you showed up.
I watched it once with Chris, and then I watched it with CB. Then I watched it with my youngest, and then my middle, and my oldest. I watched it with 2 of my co-workers.
When you started, I didn't think we were going to see the second hand come up.
Oh, I knew. I fully knew.
I watched it with wait, where was I? Did I already say 2 of my co-workers?
Yes, you just said 2 coworkers.
Okay,
Yep.
And then I partied it on Friday with people in the server, and then I also watched it last night with Fox.
So correct me if I'm wrong. That's 9 times.
I think so.
Yeah.
And how long has this movie been out?
I think since June 20th.
I was gonna say
June
like last month.
20th.
But,
Let's count the days. I'll give you the 20th as one of them. 9, 11, 16, 23. 25 days. You watched it 9 times. That is
to be fair,
once every 3 days.
I watched it the first time on like June 28th or June 29th. So since I saw it the first time, it's only been like 2, maybe 3 weeks. Matt, you don't understand.
Listen.
And Cody, how many times have you seen it?
Oh, once.
Once. I was gonna say, 1 time in the watch party.
But I've also seen like reactions to it. I've seen a lot of like media about it. So
I've read articles and interviews. I was just
okay,
on
I didn't do all
Instagram
that.
of some of the concept artists reading some things.
Okay, that I do want though, actually.
RV said very well, figured it was a thing to do with the movie. Kelly just saw Kpop Demon Hunters last night, really enjoyed it. It is so good.
It's so good.
For those who haven't seen it or don't know what it is, cough cough RP, cough cough. Kpop Demon Hunters is a movie that honestly I was just gonna watch because it was K-pop and Demon Hunters, and I had very low expectations for. I was just like, this just seems like a fun kids movie. And the first like 5 minutes of the movie, well, okay, not the very first 5 minutes, but the first 5 minutes we like see the main characters, I was convinced I would not enjoy this movie because I hate watching people eat. Like, all of my children are experts at eating with their mouths closed and making minimal noises because I hate it so much. And the opening thing, we just see that there's so much zoom in on them chewing and talking. And then also there's the point where the main character, Rumi, is like shoving a gimbap roll down her throat. And so I was like, oh no, like this is a red flag for me that these girls might be more sexualized than they should be. And so I was already geared up to not enjoy this movie. And then the first song hit and I was like, okay, maybe I'll at least enjoy the soundtrack. And now this movie is just part of my soul.
Now the movie's my life.
They made up for it.
Because that's really only like
my introduction to the movie.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah.
So
we should all share introduction.
I heard nothing about this movie at all. And then I was on Twitter and I just saw very briefly in passing the title, Kpop Demon Hunters, and my first thought was, did Sam produce a movie?
That's fair.
Okay.
Saw nothing else. And then like a few days later, it was, hey, we should do a movie. Let's talk. What about Kpop Demon Hunters? And I'm like, yeah, I figured it would be that. Yeah, I'm in. And then I watched it on the watch party. I'm like, this is the most Sam movie to ever Sam movie.
You're not wrong.
I just saw like clips of it online, and I mainly saw clips of Golden and like Soda Pop, and I was like, okay, that's cool. K-pop. I used to be super into K-pop. I'm less into K-pop. Like, it sounds okay. And then I just kept hearing it, and then I kept seeing like little clips here and there. I'm like, okay, this looks kind of funny. And then I was just like, you know what? I guess I'll watch it sometime. And then I started listening to the soundtrack. I'm like, oh no, the soundtrack's really good. Okay, I'll have to watch this movie. And then that's when Sam's like, let's do a watch party. Let's do a K-pop Demon Hunters. It was like perfect timing. So it was like literally the day before. I was like, I guess I'll watch the movie. And then the post went out. I was like, perfect timing. And then I watched it with both of my roommates and one of my roommates' friend. And it was just a great time.
I feel like one of the reasons this movie hit me so hard is, which I have now read interviews, and I'm gonna attribute her the title of creator. She's the lead director, but this is essentially her like brain baby. Her like she worked on this for like kind of, she was the first one with the idea, and his name is like Chris Apple something. I think they're married.
I fully thought you were going to say Chris Applesauce.
I also.
No, it's like Appleton or Apple. It's Apple something. My dyslexia just keeps reading it as Appleton, so I hope it's Appleton. But like they kind of fleshed it out together. But as far as I can see, he also like largely accredits like the base, the like soul of the project to her.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, she wanted to make a movie about female superheroes that like combined what superhero movies are supposed to do with like giving very real girl representation, so that they're like, they've got that kind of ethereal perfectionism of being like badass superheroes who like you know can like, they can take on anything, but also they're like they're real girls, real women. So like they're silly sometimes. They're goofy.
Yeah.
They fuck up and they do things and like. And I felt they did that really well. And it's like, I really love it. I especially love how Mira is like shown and portrayed because like she's got resting bitch face and she acts how so many of my friends with resting bitch face act. And one of my favorite lines for her is when she's all like, I will fight for a spa day with you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I just fully remembered the scene with the doc. We'll talk later about it, but I just remembered a very funny scene.
And then like with Zoe, oh my god, Zoe's insecurities hit me so hard. Like when the Saja boys are about to, or when Guima's voice is in her head, and he's all like, "You're too much and not enough," and I'm like, "Excuse you, Guima, you can back the fuck out of my brain now."
You can kindly fuck right off.
Did not expect to relate to Zoe, as Zoe and I are almost nothing alike, but damn.
Yeah.
Zoe and I, we hit deep. So that was part of why I think the movie has like done like hit so close to home with so many people that I know.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like we talked about briefly after the movie ended in the watch party that like they do such a good job of these women being openly feminine. And because like we made the like Powerpuff Girls comparison, which you push back on, which I don't know anything about the Powerpuff Girls besides the very like surface level stuff of that show. Like I know who the characters are, and that's about it. Yeah. And I was like, oh, they have the same dynamic as like Blossom, Bubbles, and Buttercup.
Surface level, like the same concept. However, as I said with that, I don't like Mira being assigned Buttercup because Buttercup is very anti-feminine. Femininity.
Yeah.
And Mira is she embraces both her femininity and her like aggressive side. So like
it feels like a way better executed
I like
version
to
of
compare
those
it more
archetypes.
To Sailor Moon, and the more I research the creation, I'm like, no, there's I saw this one thing that was like, Kpop Demon Hunters is what happens when the generation who grew up on Sailor Moon gets into production. And they actually do cite Sailor Moon as an inspiration for it. Like, there's concept art of their Norige, which are these shaman talismans that they all wear on their outfits. I will share images of them later. And they each have like keywords for the inspiration. And Rumi says Sailor Moon right on it. And I was like, guess who's vindicated?
Guess who's in, motherfuckers?
I'm like, the fucking end of the movie is a Sailor Planet attack, and no one will convince me otherwise. Though Fox did try to convince me that it was that it was Goku's spirit bomb. I was like, no. I mean, not like a serious convincing, but
no.
Someone made a great point that if Mystery's nose and mouth are all the way down there and his hair is that long, how big is his forehead? Look, I don't understand why Mystery and Romance have mushroom-shaped heads. The other three look so normal, and then those two remind me of mushrooms.
And counterpoint, maybe his eyes are each the size of like a Nike football, and he has a regular-sized forehead.
Apparently, he does not have a face.
Oh.
Which is so funny.
So, like, there's an AMA that I was reading, and Maggie Kang, like I said, the creator, when she was talking to like the art team, she was like, why doesn't Mystery have a face? And they basically told her, don't worry about it, just trust us. And then she was like, well, in the animation team, it's like easier to animate 4 faces than 5. So like he just does not, there's nothing under the hair.
That's hilarious.
That's so funny. I love that it's fully like, oh, it's a mystery, but really there's nothing there.
Yeah,
it made our lives easy if he had nothing.
This means that just her type is blank.
I was that's why when Zoe's like, you're just my type. Oh, I was like, if nothing's there, what's your type?
I am like mildly saddened that like during the AMA, people were like asking a bunch of stuff about the Saja boys, and well, it's like I got mixed feelings. I think Maggie handled it in a fine way when she was basically just like, no, the 4 Saja boys are background characters. They're like they're a little deep, but they're not super deep.
Mhm.
It's
They're
like,
deep
and they're
enough.
not supposed to be super deep, and that kind of contrasts.
Mhm.
Lets Genu contrast to get them.
Yeah.
And then people were like, "Oh, but like we want more with the Sasha boys. Would they like come in with in the sequel and stuff?" And Maggie was pretty much like, "No, I would rather do other things
Yeah, like
and let them come back." And I was like, "Ah, yes, good, but
Honestly, that's fair. That's fully fair.
well, and yeah, like I think
that's his name is Sussy."
hilarious.
I think that's a community adoption, not an official adoption.
Okay, hold on. I'm a double check, but no, like Derpy Tiger, that is full on what the plush is called in the official Netflix store, and I'm pretty sure Sussy is the crow's actual name.
Okay, because like
but
as far as I knew,
gonna double check that because I have double checked Derpy, but I have not.
okay, because that's why I was like, I've only heard people say like, oh, he has no official name, but the community calls him this. And like I even looked it up, and I thought it said bird, like the crow, and the tiger.
Kpop. No, his name is Sussy.
Oh, okay. Well then.
The idea came from a story room when it was first storyboarded by an artist named Jesse Wong.
Oh, I thought his name was. Oh, I think I was reading Sassy.
No, Sussy, like he's a suspicious bird.
Oh, I was reading Sassy because he's a sassy bird.
No. It's
And then Derpy is.
Yeah.
I am the number one Derpy stan.
Yeah, I think it's just like they were just in like storyboard meetings and stuff and just kind of labeled them things.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've never seen anything Sailor Moon. Is it good? I think
Well,
Sailor Moon is amazing. I have several Let's Talks on
I was gonna say,
starring Cody and our friend CB. You should 100% go watch those. I will say that
you'll hear all of our thoughts and feelings.
well, the Sailor Moon anime format is very 90s, very monster of the week. So if you don't have a tolerance built up for dealing with that, it feel very long. But if you don't have a problem with monster of the week formatted animes, then yeah, I see.
Yeah, I forget that so much anime back then was monster of the week style. Or like shows in general was just like bad guy of the week.
I do love a bad guy of the week in like a CSI. I think CSI Miami. This is so off topic from what we're talking about. I just have to say, I think CSI Miami is one of the best shows ever made.
Sailor Moon's Monster of the Week is so ridiculous sometimes, and you can tell that like they had to do that because that was the thing. Like there will be serious like plot things and relationship dynamics and stuff going on, and then just all of a sudden the Monster of the Week is there and then handled in like 2 minutes.
And the Monster of the Week is a toy car. A toy race car that was left out in the middle of the street, and that's their whole backstory.
Incredible.
That's entirely what they're upset about. I was left alone, and I will destroy the world.
But
I wish I was. I'm only half joking.
But yeah, the whole like the magic being powered by the connections between humans and individuals, and you know your friendship healing thing. Your friendship healing you more than a man. Very Sailor Moon. Very Sailor Moon coded.
My friends are my power. Yes.
Which I like that. I will say I like the we're just all over the place for this. Let's talk. It's fine. I like the balance of her breaking away from her friends a little bit to find somebody on the outside to try to like help her accept herself, because like sometimes that's what people do, but then like ultimately it's not Genu's love or anything that saves her. It is that like she and her friends have to make up and everything.
So. Well, and I like that too because I could be misreading it, but I felt like it was kind of like her going out and being like, yes, these are my friends, yes, these are very important relationships to me, but my role in Huntrix is not my entire sense of self. Like, she's her own person beyond those friendships. So in order to like overcome that shame and doubt, she has to leave those friendships behind for a little bit kind of do her own thing for a minute to then come back to that and be like, okay, yeah, I'm secure in these relationships.
See, for me, it was like she couldn't even accept herself. So how could she believe that they would accept her? And so, like, but Ginu because he's trying to manipulate her. But Ginu is like immediately like, I accept you. And so, like, I think that's why she goes to that. And then, like, once she comes to self-acceptance, then, you know, like, it's a musical, so a lot of the storytelling is done in the music beats. And so she says, I don't know why I didn't trust you to stay by my side. Which, like, I will say, they did seem more upset she lied to them than that she was a demon.
Oh, yeah.
That's real.
That's fair. Those are real friends.
Yeah.
The Sasha boys were apparently drawn after real K-pop artists, and the Musuli Himbo inspiration apparently covered the song his character did. They were not. It's not a 1-to-1. I like Cody can attest. He's looking at it right now. I have a huge list.
Oh, I'm looking at something totally different. But yeah, I have it. There's a big board, guys.
Yeah, and that's one of the things that they like keep repeating in interviews and stuff when it's like, oh, well, did such and such inspire this? They'll be like, essentially all of K-pop inspired this. They didn't, because they wanted to create fictional characters who felt like they could be real and that K-pop fans could be like, oh, hey, this probably inspired this. Like, just about everybody fucking knows that EXO's Mama inspired your idol. To the point where, like, the concept artist were calling the scene the Mama scene in their, like, Instagram posts and stuff.
That's
but
funny.
It still, like, feels very different from Mama to me. But, like, you can see the inspiration and everything. And so, yeah, there's, like, hints and stuff in there, but there is no 1-to-1. Although a lot of Maggie does say that she can see why people would make the 1-to-1 comparisons. She just says there is no official 1-to-1.
Yeah. And I do like that it is just a K-pop in general, not just one group band or like archetype.
Ginu dead. Ginu was dead since the movie started. I don't. If anything, for me, I never wanted the romance to fully succeed because I was like, he dead.
Yeah.
Guima's the only thing animating him. I'm like, I don't understand how they're supposed to be a couple once Guima is gone.
Yeah, she was just like, if you're on the other side when we beat him, you'll be okay. And I was like, you're saying that with a lot of confidence, girl.
Yeah.
I don't think that's how it works.
Like, even if Guima's influence was gone, boy died 400 years ago.
Yeah.
He was a zombie.
Yeah.
But also, I think what happened is that she healed his soul and he was able to move on to the positive afterlife.
Yeah.
So that's what I think happened. The way Maggie talks about Ginu in interviews is fucking hilarious. Because, like, you can kind of tell her husband doesn't agree. But he's like, yeah, she always wanted him to be a tragedy. And she's just like, it's hotter that he died. That he remains this unattainable boy. And I'm like, you okay, Maggie?
Listen.
I do think there's a good chance we get a sequel to this movie, and I do think there's a good chance he somehow comes back in the sequel.
I don't.
I hope he doesn't.
Yeah, I definitely think there will be a single. There will be a sequel.
Well, there's a lot of singles.
But I do not think Ginu will come back. Especially reading, like, Maggie's opinions on things. I think she wants to. I think there are other story threads and other things that she wants to cover and handle. So yeah. I think Ginu gone. I don't think he's coming back.
And I personally am happy about that. I was kind of rooting for the romance for like a brief minute, but I'm kind of happy that it didn't.
He does.
Oh, this is a vampire. I am kind of happy that it didn't go further than it did.
Yeah.
Personally.
I agree. I was never really rooting for the romance. I wanted it to be pretty much exactly what it was.
Mm-hmm.
of that, like, yeah, there's attraction there and there's mutual respect there, but he's been dead for 400 years. This is never gonna work. You guys do need to.
It's like when the old lady showed up at their meeting, and it's like, oh, for your girlfriend, and both of them were like, no, ew, no, wait, what do you mean, ew?
It's also really hard for me to ship them. Like, okay, I loved their healing journey together, and I liked that, and I liked that they had a connection. But it's really hard for me to ship them when she's all like, "Oh God, you're so old."
That's my favorite line ever.
I'm okay with that.
I fully love when he's like, "You're the one that asked me out on a date." She's like, "What?" And he shows the paper. She goes, "God, you're so old." And I'm like,
well, and then we talked about this after the watch party as well. But I'm like, nah, bro. Literally said at one point, effectively, "Where's my hug at?" to her, and I'm just like, "Nope, you can't date him. You cannot date him."
Listen, when he said, first off, I want to talk about those pants. Panda Bears and Choo Choo Trains. I said he's out. He's out. He's gone, man.
I hope he comes back, but the only thing that makes me hope is because I have a crush on him. I'm basic. You know, Micah, that's valid.
Listen, I do too. I still hope he's dead. I hope he's gone forever. I don't want him to come back.
There are fan theories that Romance and Baby might come back because they didn't die on screen, and I thought that might have had something to it. Until I read the interview where she was like, "No, they were side characters." Yeah, no, like there are other. I'd rather work with new characters.
Listen, my favorite thing in the world is that their names are Romance, Mystery, Baby, and Abby. And the only reason why his name's Abby is because he has abs. And that's
so funny.
I mean,
it's my favorite part of the whole movie.
Like those are all very funny. I think Abby is absolutely hilarious.
Yeah.
Like.
It's
great. That's so funny.
My roommate.
It's like Abby technically fulfills. Okay, so the boys, the Saja boys, each fulfill a trope in the K-pop boy band lineup. Jinu's the leader, which typically the leader is both the oldest and kind of like the face of the band. They're the one that does all the speaking and all of that and stuff. And then there's the maknae, which the maknae is the youngest. They're the kind of cutesy one and stuff. Also usually the rapper, because it's like this juxtaposition.
Yeah, it's like the Gap Moe in like Japan or Japanese culture. It's like, you look like Baby, but you sound like Demon. Beautiful.
Yes. And so that's Baby Saja. And then there's like the heartthrob, the romantic one. And there's like the mysterious loner and all of that.
Yeah.
And ours barks at people. and then there's the visual.
Then there's the ripped one.
That doesn't
listen.
That doesn't sound as good. So it's like Abby, he's got the abs.
It was
I would also like to say I saw a cover of this one guy who like only did Abby's part of like Soda Pop and stuff. And I was like, that's pretty good. That man is very confident. And then like I saw a different video that he did and I was like, his Abby video's lighting did not do him justice. He 100% could be Abby, but that video was not good for showing that he has the physique for it.
Yeah,
when my roommate heard the name Abby, he was like, "Oh, this could be Cody's favorite because it's a pun and he has abs." And I was like, "He's my second favorite."
His non-singing voice is ProZD/Sungwon, whom is a YouTuber I have followed for like over a decade.
Oh,
and that is wild for me.
You're like, "Oh, what are you doing here?" Oh, that's.
And I'm like, of course, if you voice a Saja boy, this is the only one you would accept.
When I find a voice actor in a place I don't expect, I'm just like, why are you here? What are you doing here?
I would highly recommend his Cherim anime series on YouTube. It's one of my favorite parodies.
This movie's so good.
For Kelly, so some of the inspo for the characters was like for Huntrix, they pulled from classic groups such as ITZY, Blackpink, and Twice. Specifically for Rumi, they has a clear inspiration from Jennie and Jisoo in Blackpink. Mira was very heavily inspired by a model called An Soo-yeon. I'm butchering names, but I'm trying. I mean, I'm not trying to butcher them. Y'all know.
I'm butchering names, but it's on purpose.
I hate all the names. No. Zoe's her sarcastic and less charisma is supposed to be from Twice's Chaeyoung, and that I believe Chaeyoung is one of the 3 members of Twice who do the official takedown cover on the album.
Yeah. I have a question because I saw this earlier today, and it kind of makes me a little upset for a reason that I'll explain after. I saw a video. I saw a short today where someone was like, "Oh, when Mira was thirsting over the Saja boys, were any of you confused about that? Was anyone confused that oh, I thought you were a lesbian?" And I was like, "Is it because she's not yeah, she has some features that could be considered, mainly that she's not afraid to be more boyish?"
For me, because I've seen a lot of things that's Huntrix is a polycule, or that Zoe and
Mira same
are friends.
I've also seen that.
I attribute that to 2 things. One, we still don't have nearly enough queer representation, especially in kids media.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes people grasp at straws. And 2, people don't, well, okay, not all people. There are a lot of people who just don't understand platonic friendships.
I think that's where I was at. Yeah.
And so, because and we all know I have a long history of disliking when people attribute a queer relationship to a very canonically straight relationship. This is in large part because I grew up with things like Sailor Moon and Yu Yu Hakusho, where in Yu Yu Hakusho, Hiei and Kurama have such chemistry and everything, and it was unintended. But when fans told the creator, they're like, "Hey, Hiei and Kurama feel like they would be really good boyfriends," he just sort of goes, "You're right." And retroactively said, "Yeah, that's canon." So I'm like, "Oh, that's cool."
Yeah.
But I didn't get any romantic vibes from Mira or Zoe, and all 3 of them seemed quite straight, if potentially bi or pan.
Right. To me, they just felt like a group of girlfriends.
Hold on. Even one of my friends, whom searches for queer relationships in every crumb and crevice, said they felt nothing queer going on with the girls. So.
Yeah. Because to me, it was very much oh no, this is a group of girls that are friends, and they're very close friends, close enough to where it's oh, I don't have to pretend that I don't think X is cute or do this goofy thing. I can do that, and either you're gonna join me or you won't. And 9 times out of 10, the other person's "Oh, I'm joining you."
Let me tell you, girl groups and guy groups who are really close with each other, heterosexual girl groups and heterosexual guy groups who are really close to each other, have some of the most homoerotic conversations with each other. It is wild.
Me Cody, with my roommate.
You are gay.
No, I have this with my roommate.
Oh, no, as I said, you don't count because you're gay. So
as someone who
no, I'm talking about I will have a group of male friends who are so straight, and they will
and it's
unashamedly go into conversations about
fully
and stuff.
Yeah,
much faster than any of my queer friends.
So
quick.
I have this experience of going to a convention. Sorry.
And straight women, they'll do it too. They'll be like, "Are my boobs even?" It's just they're like, "Let me see," and then they just grope each other and stuff, and I'm like.
The things I have said to my guy friends, that I would no, but that's just how it goes.
I also think that there may be a cultural thing there too, because Mira and Zoe are all about going to the bathhouse, which is very much about It's not about naked, but like you have to be naked.
with each
Go
other.
in the bathhouse and stuff. So I think that like may also send some mixed signals to people who don't like get the public bathing thing and how normalized it is.
Because like I went to a convention and like I walked into a room. I was the only queer person in this room. Let me repeat that. I was the only queer person in this room.
Okay.
I was hanging out with 2 pairs of like heterosexuals that were dating. Cool. Within 5 minutes, me and every single male in that room were pantsless. I did not take off my own pants. Mine were taken off for me by the 2 guys.
The straight men pants too.
But they were all because they said we're having a pantsless party. I looked over at the 2 girls and I was like, "What is happening?" And they're like, "We don't know. They just started this." I was like, "I'm the queer one in this room. I should be the most excited for this. Why am I the most confused? What is happening? What is going on here?"
My husband, super straight, so fucking straight, and his guy friends in college played gay chicken.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
And my husband was so proud. Like it's just a thing. Straight people are weirdly gay.
Yeah. I've had straight guys try this with me, and I'm like, "Buddy, I will win this every time.
Like,
you will lose."
Me and one of my friends, we have a bit where every time we see each other, we go in like we're gonna kiss, and then don't at the last second. It's such a good bit because it started by making fun of the face that guys make when they go in for a kiss.
Yeah,
so we just started doing it to each other every time we see each other.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, this is the real reason that gay and lesbian panic exists. It's because they're confusing.
Listen, yes, fully 100%. And I'm just like, do you have something you want to tell me, buddy?
I was gonna say, I myself was hoping to see some queer rep, but I wouldn't ship Huntrix, which is very fair.
Yeah,
like I 100% think there needs to be more queer rep.
Oh yeah, if it was like Mira and someone outside of Huntrix, yes.
And I will say, I also support like head canons that like are like, oh, I head canon that they are polycule. If that's what you want to do,
right?
It's your thing. It's as long as you guys know, I like to keep fanon, canon, and as separate things. To be honest, I'm really glad it's a really close platonic bond because that makes me feel seen. Platonic soulmates are real. They are.
And to me, because it's more platonic, when like the inevitable like breakup happens, to me it hurts more.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
because that hurts. Because it wasn't a romantic thing or like, oh, you cheated. No, it was fully like a friendship breakup, and I'm like, ooh, that hits me right in the soul.
I have full on gone through grieving processes over losing friendships, which for me, I think is why like I really like how Mira and Zoe reacted to, in their minds, losing Rumi as a friend.
Yeah,
because like, you could see the shock.
Yeah.
And like the mixed emotions that they were going through, and fucking Zoe's line where she's like, oh, what was it? How can we believe you when we don't know your truth from your lies? And I'm like, damn girl, it is so sad.
And just the scene of Mira like very like, and it wasn't the first thing she did. She hesitated for a split second before she pulled up her spear.
She only pulled up her spear because Rumi did the thing to the Hollon.
Yeah, but that was the only. Before that, no weapons were drawn until that happened, and that's when Mira was like, I don't know what I gotta do here, but something may happen. And I'm just like, damn, this hurts. This hurts more. Like, whoo. But then also the inevitable like coming back together, like that's when, to me, again, because it's not romantic, it's platonic. That's what like I love that so much more.
Yeah. Well, and also,
go ahead, Matt.
Like with it being platonic, like I'm glad it's platonic because I feel like, and like this is getting better, but I still feel like we don't get a lot of examples of like very powerful platonic friendship between women characters compared to men characters, because you always hear about that like brotherhood type stuff in male-centric stories.
Agree.
Yeah,
but like we don't see enough of that in like female-centric stories.
We are still so lacking in that, especially after the 90s produced so many mean girl versus the nice quirky girl. You know what? Mira is the mean girl and Zoe's the quirky girl, and they're best buddies. And that is
their favorite thing to do is sit on that couch.
Yep.
And watch TV. that's their favorite thing to do. But then
couch.
I was like, this
know
is
how
me.
many people like caught and appreciate that Zoe's like, I picked a movie. It's not actually a movie. It's a playlist of like 203-minute turtle videos.
Yeah.
And Mira's just like, sounds boring. I'm in.
Yeah, fully.
I love all the little looks Mira gives Zoe, because like one of Zoe's insecurities is that she's like too much and not enough at the same time.
Yeah.
But every time Zoe like goes off or has like big energy moments, Mira looks at her so affectionately. She's like,
or
my little goofball.
The one scene where they were trying to fix Rumi's voice, and Zoe goes, "Oh, I have an idea," and you just hear Mira go, "Only one?" Well, actually, I have 57. We'll do the best one. But it's like,
and she's just like, oh, the way she looks at her, I'm like,
yeah, because it's like Mira knows. She's like, oh, only one? That's shocking. It's more than one. Got it.
I wish, which this is not a critique of the film. This is just what I want. I wish we had more Mira and Zoe, but the movie, and this is confirmed through the interviews, the movie wasn't about Huntrix.
Yeah.
Which is misleading because it says Kpop Demon Hunters.
Yeah. Not Hunter.
The movie is about Rumi and Rumi's journey of self-acceptance, not even about Jinu.
Which
Jinu's story is also important.
Yeah, which that fits, that tracks.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I still would like to see other things, but that's okay.
I do. I really hope that Mira and Zoe get more screen time in the sequel and stuff, because so much of their story and so much of their backstory, you just have to pick up, like, essentially from their one or two lines in each song. And I'm like, I want so much more from them. And also, like, so in the Norige, I think I'm saying that right. The shaman charms. Back to me. The shaman charms. Mira's, like, the girls all have contemporary, like, kind of more modern versions of it, and Mira's has a Zoe and a Rumi head charm, and it's supposed to resemble that they are her only family.
Yep.
And I'm like, we kind of get that she's got a bad relationship with her family because she keeps fucking shit talking them in every music video. Like, oh God.
Everyone ever that she's in.
Problem child, because I got to. And then she becomes very like self-centered and self-focused when things start falling apart, and she's like, I knew it was too good to be true. I don't get to have a family and stuff.
Yeah. And that hurts too. God, stop. What is this? I don't like this, guys. Normally, like, these things are like not this hard-hitting. Guys, this is a kids movie. Are we sure? Are we sure this for children?
Excuse you, Matt and I have been on a journey to catch him up on kids movies. We have yet to find one that's not hard-hitting.
Yeah,
this is true.
But no, that is a good point, though, and like, I think I said this after we watched it, where I was like, this is such a good movie for its audience. Not that it's not a good movie for people outside of its audience, but for its intended audience of that, like, I feel like probably that like 9 to 13 age demographic.
I think the way you phrased it after the call was a lot more accurate to what you're trying to get to, because if I remember correctly, what you phrased it after the call was something along the lines of, this is such a good movie for kids to have.
Yes. So it's like obviously, like, it reaches beyond kids, but it is such a good movie for kids to have because it hits these really heavy themes, and like, it's a pretty like intense movie. Presented in a very kid-friendly way, very digestible. This is not a slide on the movie at all. I feel like it's very trope-heavy, which I think is very good. You don't have to spend a lot of time trying to figure out the narrative. The narrative's pretty simple. And so it leaves kids with that space. They don't have to focus on the narrative, so they can focus on these more like, this talk about shame and identity and stuff like that. And gives them that to chew on.
It's like when we find out that Rumi has demon patterns.
Yeah.
With you see the patterns and you're like, oh, she's half demon. Next scene, she is a child talking to Celeste. And it's like, oh, because my dad was half demon. She's like, So it's like, cool. There went that.
Yeah. One part of my notes was, I was so glad that Huntrix knew like immediately that the Saja, is that right?
Casual boys.
Yeah,
Saja.
were demons.
He called them
Because
lions.
I thought we were gonna have to spend like 30 minutes of them being like, "Who's this new boy band?"
Yeah.
and then all this stuff to go be like, "Oh my god, they're demons!" Like it's a reveal, but no, they just right away go, "Oh, they're demons." I'm like, "Oh, thank
Mira,
God."
let's
Okay.
just murder
Thank
them
God.
right
I was gonna
now.
say, but it would be so much more funny because they have the whole, like when the Saja boys are on the game show, they have the whole kill Saja scene.
Yeah.
And like another thing that attests to their friendship is when they're like, "Let's get him," and they go hee 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 as they walk back. It's like, and then it's like, "Oh, Huntrix," and it's like all of them up top. It's like, "Oh shit, hi, we're here."
So yeah, I love that.
From an
approach.
outsider, it's like, why
"Oh,
does?
hey."
From an outsider's perspective, if you don't know they're demons, you're like, "Wow, Huntrix really hates the Saja boys
Yeah.
for some reason." Like,
That's what Bobby was saying. He's like, I'm not sure about the whole demon thing. They seem pretty nice, but I
Yeah.
love the energy.
yeah. Oh, I love Bobby so much. He's great.
Bobby is a cinnamon roll who needs to be protected, and
At
I
all
am
costs.
unsure if he is amazing or terrible at his job. I've never.
And you know what? I will hire him immediately.
This is why you pay me, because he calls them and he's like, "Girls, I can't handle this. This is why you pay me 3%," and then immediately handles it.
Yeah, he's like, my girls will
Like,
sing
Bobby,
when they want
why
to.
did you just stress them out for no reason? You're handling it.
I also like when
Also,
he's like,
He knows all the dance moves, and I appreciate
oh yeah,
that. No spatial awareness. That
No.
poor cameraman. But
no, he knows all the dance moves. I do like at the end of like the initial tour when he's like, "Oh, I got, booked you at this most expensive hotel, this, that, and the other." And the girls were like, "Oh no, we plan on spending this on our couch. You should take it." He's like, "Oh no, I couldn't, guys. I'm at 36. Oh, let's go."
he's
Yeah,
35.
hilarious.
35, whatever the number
I
specific.
think.
I thought he was 34.
It could have been 32. Now I'm thinking about it. I don't know.
It is not.
We know it's a number.
It's
And
a number
of
that
for
starts
sure.
with 3.
What is Bobby?
And I do like that even the girls, even though they're like, "Hey, listen, we're going to go to our house and hang out on our couch. You should go enjoy that rest and relaxation because you've also worked hard." And that's what he's fully like, "Oh, no, I couldn't. Let's go." Like,
Yeah.
let's immediately. Have a good vacation, girls. Goodbye. See
So
you
wait,
in 3 weeks.
What's everyone's guess for the size of his robe?
Okay.
Excuse me while I might have to go like mute myself to watch the movie so I can get it, because
We
apparently
do
no one
need
on the
to-
internet thinks this is
I
important.
really want to say he says 32. Now that
I
I'm
think it's
thinking about it.
34.
I'm sticking with 35. Hold on. Please, someone in one of his profiles on the internet have it listed.
Does anyone in chat know?
Hold on. That's going to become a race to see who finds it first.
I won't be looking. I will just be begging chat to look for me.
I'm looking. Hold on. Okay, that's a Genu's entrance. Aha!
Oh yeah, you have the movie up.
While this investigation is going on,
Mm-hmm.
everyone needs to go watch all of CSI Miami, start to finish, and we can have a CSI Miami Let's Talk.
Okay.
I'm mad because Matt was right. He's a 34.
Bang!
Dang. I could have sworn it was 32.
No, it's 34 short. I'm looking at the subtitles.
I didn't know if it
Dang.
was
I
short.
heard the
I didn't know that part, but I knew it was a 34.
Oh, dang. Good thing you didn't say Bobby Stan because I would have been so embarrassed.
Hold on, I want to catch
Looks
up.
like I'm objectively right and spiritually right today.
Mika said, okay, this is maybe sidetracking, but that reminds me I'm watching Bridgerton right now, and the spoiler, Eloise and Penelope falling out hurts me so much more than any romantic breakup could. I've never seen Bridgerton, don't know who these people are, but my heart
Nor
goes
do
out
I.
to you.
I understand. I understand this feeling.
Kelly said it definitely
you.
was much more gut-wrenching because they were platonic friends. Coach.
Coach.
I love Zoe and Mira's friendship. I think they do a good job showing, especially like with the song Golden, like that lead in, that Zoe and Mira are closer because they don't have to hide anything from each
Mm-hmm.
other. And every time they have that moment on the couch where Mira, which I love that, of course, the blunt and straightforward one is the first one to be truly vulnerable. And she just goes, I know we're supposed to hide our flaws or whatever, but like, and then she talks about how her bluntness and everything has been a liability, but they're good with him. And then, but it works with them. But then Rumi's just like, I'm afraid of losing you too. And I'm like, no, Rumi, that's not being vulnerable. Also, I appreciate that the voice actress for Rumi, a lot of times she sounds very like she's just reciting things that she's heard or things that she, like a kid reciting things they've learned in class, until she, like, her demon side is out, and then she's like freaking the fuck out.
Yeah.
And she sounds so much more genuine in that moment and stuff. And then from the rest of the point, and I was like, that's good acting.
Yeah.
I'm going to be that person and say I personally had canon Bobby is gay for no particular reason. I just think he's giving fruity. I could see Bobby being gay. Honestly, I could see him just being an effeminate man or being a gay man.
Yeah.
Yeah. 34 short he is.
Yeah.
He's
our short king.
Look, we were determined. Chat shows up on screen so late. Yeah.
Listen, he is our short king.
He's great.
I love Bobby.
I too love Bobby. That was one of my most heartbreaking things, is when Bobby, like, first of all, they were so rude when he, like, brings them snacks and they just fucking leave his ass. I'm like, y'all don't deserve Bobby anymore. No. Neither do the Sasha boys.
You need to pay 5%.
But
yeah, none of you deserve him.
But then, like, later he gets the thing, and I'm like, why? Like, why would he be sad? Because, like, I thought that he was going to be sad that they abandoned him or they left him behind. But then it was like, no, he felt bad because he couldn't keep them together. And I'm like,
yeah,
Bobby, it's
Bobby,
not your fault.
Bobby, no, you sweet precious man, has nothing to do with you. Sweet precious angel baby.
He's their manager. Also, like, how, like, he saw them start fighting on screen.
I was gonna say, yeah, because if you do think about it, the whole world did see Huntrix essentially break up on stage.
Yeah, it was a very public breakup, and that's why that's one of the reasons the Sasha boys were able to take advantage of it.
So much.
Also, fun fact about the name Sasha. So there's the very obvious, straightforward meaning of Sasha, which means lion. So they are the Lion Boys, hence the lion logo.
Lion motif.
Join the pride thing.
Yeah.
Which is also funny because female lions are the hunters, not.
Yeah.
But then there's also the so Sasha can be part of a longer phrase, which is Jiosong Saja, which is like messenger from the afterlife, which is, another term for the Korean Grim Reapers, which they all look like. So the double meanings.
There's so many layers.
The layers. I'm looking at my notes to see if there was.
I can't remember if there was anything.
I have a small thing, which is just they did one of my favorite tropes, which is the classic, like, I don't have time for all of these bad guys. Let me just go beat them up really fast.
In the very beginning.
That in the very beginning. I love that 100% of the time. Give me that in every piece of media, always, forever.
I love the continued bit with the Ramyeon.
During the entire thing, that's all they want to do is just eat the ramyeon, and it's just not happening.
Not Mira, when Rumi stops them, it's like,
he's like, you gotta wait 3 minutes.
Oh, a fun fact: they had a specific artist who was I believe the designer and the modeler for their hair, for their nails and makeup, and they have a X/Twitter profile, and we're sharing a bunch of like the designs and stuff for it. And I was like, they had one artist dedicated to that, and I think
they also had specific nails during the Kill Saja scene.
Yeah, they did, because the nails said Kill Saja on them.
And it's like, I love that. That's to most artists, that would just not be a thing. That would just be like, oh, nails black, move on today. And it's like, nope, this is gonna say kill Sajas. I love shit like that.
Speaking of the plane scene, not to be a downer, but they blew up that plane and then left it, and it definitely
fully
crashed into a city.
Oh, it broke in half.
Oh, okay, look, there's so many things with that plane scene. All right, so here are many of the reasons that Sam thought she was not going to like this movie based solely on the plane scene. One, K-pop stars are actually not allowed to eat ramyeon before a performance because the sodium in it makes their faces puffy.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Puffy and bloated. They don't really carbo load. That's not a thing. I will forgive it because these girls are also demon hunters.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're actually like, there's a lot of footage and information and stuff out there about how leading up to live performances, a lot of K-pop girl groups actually have to go on specific diets so that they don't look puffy or bloated or anything, because aesthetics are really important in the K-pop industry.
Yeah.
I think
sounds so dangerous though, because they're going to be moving around a lot. It's like y'all are going to pass out.
They still get like calories and protein.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's the sodium in the
Sure.
But also, yes, there's a dark side to K-pop, and it has had problems. There are movements and stuff, and some companies are known for treating their people better than other companies. But so there's that. But like I said, I forgive this little bit of non-realism in my magical girl.
Oh yeah.
My magical girl thing, because as I said, they're fighting hunters. No, they are hunters fighting demons, and maybe they don't get that puffy, but also they justify my thing because they immediately are all gassy.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's not good for a performance.
Another thing I thought of when you said
they're
like
animated, it's okay. They're
absolutely.
But they're not, Micah, because they immediately get bloated and gassy.
I think this might be more about the plane that's crashing into the city that no one checks on.
Also, well, okay, this isn't one of my complaints. I just love pointing this fact out, is when they skydive in, their people, like their fans are looking for them, and it's like, oh, there's them. This implies they've done this before.
Yeah.
Unusual.
Yeah. Also, the way they just killed the demon in front of the people and no one questioned anything.
Yeah, that was like,
Cody, they explain that in the movie.
They do?
Yeah, like, it's actually the robe scene, because Bobby makes a somewhat
statement
because he's like, oh, the finale, and I'm like, if that's the finale, that means that they were only on stage for like maybe a third of the song.
Yeah, I forgot they did. It's like
concert.
It's like, oh man, that performer who did that. It's like, yeah, performer.
Yeah.
Amir does. Another thing I did want to say when you mentioned like the dark side of K-pop is because I saw people, like I seen videos of when Takedown is played, and Rumi's like, when did they add this? What, I thought we weren't doing it. And then when the song starts, she started like moving. And everyone's like, oh no, she's mind controlled. Like, she doesn't want to do it. She's doing it against her will. It's like, no, K-pop dancers practice their moves like every day, multiple hours a day.
Oh, I haven't.
It's muscle memory.
I haven't heard the thing about her being mind controlled.
Oh, well, because there's a lot of people that's like, oh, well, like it just came out, so she's being mind controlled. It was like early things.
Like, it shows them practicing it on and off.
Yeah. But that's when it's like, oh, how does her body move automatically when she doesn't want to? It's because it's muscle memory. It just kicks in.
She also doesn't want to disappoint the fans.
Yeah. It's like if there's a lot of clips of just K-pop stars, they'll be on stage, and the moment they hear the music, their body snaps.
It's a habit.
Into the movement. And it's just like, it goes.
I mean, I do that every time when I'm in the car and like I'm listening to it and it says, I'ma gear up and take it down, because that's what Rumi does.
Yeah.
But the ramyeon thing also, like Matt said, that airplane, well, it rips in half and there's no air pressure. They're just fine.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
Yeah, their hair is not moving at all, perfectly flat, gravity's normal, and it's just like
until the fit check for her napalm era because that's her brush her hair.
Listen, when I tell you, I've had that specific phrase stuck in my head for days before I seen this movie. I would just be doing my thing and be like, "Fit check for my napalm era."
All right, I will say though that this was all just. I no longer have issues with these. These were just like little things that like made me concerned that I might not like the movie.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, this might not be my humor and stuff. And like I said, I did not need to see, to this day, did not need to see the zoom in of Mira's mouth as she says, who cares? It's for the fans. And a roomie shoving that gimbal down her throat.
My favorite. I personally love that scene. I love Rumi's face when she's just going, that's me.
Fine.
That's me.
I'm like,
So I did have in my notes about 10 minutes into the movie, I wrote down the humor's not really landing for me. And then like 20 minutes after that, I came back and went, okay, never mind. Like, it is funny. I don't think the first 10 minutes of this movie is very funny. I think the rest of it is decently funny.
It was. I do think the opening scene though is supposed to like get across what the director like really wants to land with the movie, and is that these are just girls, and these are girls who have fun, and like girls who really love food, and you know they like go from being badass to being foodies, and I'm like, I can appreciate that.
Yeah.
And upon my 8 million rewatches, still don't want to see those two close-ups, but otherwise I'm okay.
Like when
I just don't think there's ever a circumstance in which I need a close-up of a mouth chewing and rice spitting everywhere. But again, I also have issues with seeing people eat.
Or the scene when the demon's like, "We're gonna take you down," and it just cuts to Mira belching. It's like, what? Sorry, what'd you say?
I'm sorry, excuse me.
Yeah. And then it's like someone else does it. It's like, oh, I'm sorry. It's just okay. I'm sorry. Go on.
For that rose every time I see, or whatever the flower was, the red flower.
Like I fed coffee
because it's over caffeinated.
That poor thing.
Every time. Oh, speaking. Sorry, this was a point I wanted to bring up earlier. So Matt, you know how like you said that you thought it was good that it was kind of tropey and simple, so that like. Kids and people don't need to spend a lot of time figuring certain things out. Mm-hmm. So I watched it, as you know, with each of my kids one-on-one. And being the type of media consumer I am, I very much think media literacy is very important. And so I think that no matter what media you're intaking, it's good to check with yourself on like how you're interpreting or internalizing. And so, like, I'll look at my kids and I'll ask them certain questions about a movie. And I looked at one of them and during the Soda Pop song, and I'm like, so what do you think of the Soda Pop song? Do you think it's innocent or do you think it's a little insidious? My child looked dead at me and said, it's sketchy, Mom. They're saying that they want to drink you up like they want to drink your soul. Your soul is the soda. And I was so fucking proud in that moment. I was like,
that's my baby. That's my baby right there.
That is, because let me tell you, I was so distracted by everything going on. I didn't even think about that the first time I watched it.
I love that sequence so much. I do like or the scene when it's playing and like Zoe's dancing and Rumi and Mira look at her and she stops. She just slowly does it.
Yeah,
and then they also slowly do it. It's like it is catchy.
I love that Mira acknowledges that those hearts are real.
Yeah. It's like real hearts. What are these?
Well, very quickly, Micah said, I liked the don't show flaws or faults sort of thing because I think in real life K-pop, they do have to go through media training and act a certain way rather than being authentic or genuine in public. Yes, this is a very good point. And one of the things that the director wanted to touch on using Huntrix and both the Saja boys was the good and the dark sides of K-pop in the K-pop industry. So, which I think can also be extended to a lot of industries, especially entertainment industries. And then Micah has to leave, but you earned a new sub if you care about that. I do. I love all new subs. Thank you. And we look forward to you rewatching the live.
Yes, come on back. It'll always be here.
Every Monday.
Every Monday, except last Monday
Takes it away.
or 2 Mondays ago.
Every
whenever that was.
Monday, except for the
Most
Mondays that we're
Mondays.
not here, but almost.
Yeah.
That's almost never.
Yeah,
Most
90% of
Cody's
Mondays
gonna
we're
say
here.
that. He's abandoning us.
I was gonna say, I realize that both me and Cody are saying we. We aren't here every Monday. Sam is here every Monday.
I'm sorry. I have a job.
I'm not. I'm proud of you.
And yay,
I
Cody,
know.
congratulations on the new
Yes,
job.
everyone-
Oh my god, thank you. I fully thought I was gonna not have a job for like another 6 months. I'm not gonna lie.
Is this a congratulations Cody banner? What are we
Oh,
doing?
what?
Oh no. Oh,
I'm like,
Okay. I was like,
you
wait,
pulled it up
hold
as we
on.
did this. I'm like, did you make a banner?
I was gonna say a banner for me. Okay, it's fine. It's cool. It's fine. Whatever. I'm not crying. It's fine. I also do like during the Soda Pop song when Rumi and Mira got it and they're like, oh, they're demons, and Zoe just goes, magicians. Oh, demons.
To be fair, that is also something a magician would do.
yeah, fully.
I love her.
I love Zoe so much.
Yay.
Okay, so I am unsure if this person is one of the designers or not, but their information is correct. So this is why I'm doing
I
this.
think either she is, or a lot of people pointed this exact like tweet for whenever they talk about the Norige.
Cody, go Google it, see if she's the designer.
Okay.
But yeah, so these
Great
are the
Google machine.
Norige designs for Kpop Demon Hunters. Like as I touched on earlier, the Norige are traditional Korean decorative pendants, often used in Korean shamanism. And this is like the stuff that was shared for Rumi, Mira, and Zoe. Some of the like additional details that aren't in here is that the shapes are supposed to be reminiscent of their like hair shapes.
Oh.
Rumi's at the beginning of the movie is actually full purple, but at the end of the movie it's the purple and black mix to represent her hiding her demon side and then being good with it.
Yeah.
Inuicho is a character designer at Netflix, and she does post like behind the scenes stuff of concept art of the girls. Specifically, one before that is what we could have got, and I'm kind of mad that we didn't get it, but it's fine because these character designs are really good.
Bruh, I was seeing some of the character designs that one of the storyboard people on Instagram, they were like, yeah, we all just sort of threw out design ideas for Gima, and here were mine. And I'm like, I am convinced we only got Fire Frog Boy because it's a kid's movie and they were trying not to scare children.
Yeah, fully.
There were so many really cool designs. And I'm like, but I'm not the target demographic.
I know. It's just like, oh, but this also looks really cool. I've also seen a lot of like a hot Guima, and I'm like, guys,
look,
give me more.
one of the artists I follow on Instagram memed themselves because they were like the character design, and it showed Fire Guima, and then it says the fan art, and then it's like a hot Guima.
Yeah.
I'm like, bitch, that's your art.
Oh, I was fully like, guys, we gotta stop doing this. Bring me more. Come on, keep it going. Keep it coming. We got it's a kid show. Let's get going.
But yeah, Rumi's is the most traditionally shaped one, and as you can see, like it's also got this like the thing that's reference to the golden,
Mm-hmm.
and then all of the light and the dark stuff, and Sailor Moon is the inspo. I'm just saying.
Also, the reason why hers is 4-pointed is because it represents her. It represents Huntrix and the fans.
Yeah, because that's the traditional shape of it too.
Yep, and that's
the Huntrix logo is the traditional shape with the H woven in.
Yep, and also the Honmoon at the end, their Honmoon is iridescent color because it does represent everyone, not just golden.
And the directors are being hush-hush about what the difference between the rainbow Honmoon and the other Honmoons were.
So we made my headcanon is because it's just a different Honmoon. That's nothing more.
I think it's a Honmoon that will keep the demons out, but like only malicious demons.
I was gonna say because Sussy and Derpy were there, so obviously
I don't think they're demons though. I think they're spirits. I think they're spirits.
okay.
They're not the same.
I don't know if we'll ever.
Derpy, if I remember correctly, is based off of a guardian tiger statue thing.
So Derpy and Sussy are based off of a Korean painting of a tiger who always looks up at a magpie. And the speculation is that Sussy is based off of a Korean spirit that's a 3-legged bird. But instead of 3 legs, he has 3 eyes.
Oh.
Yeah. In Korean culture, though, the tiger is revered as a guardian spirit, symbolizing strength, protection, and power. And they have those big eye statues, that's like guardian thing. And that's I saw this like whole thread of this person who like lives in Korea being so happy that they kept the guardian tiger looking so fucking weird and creepy, and they didn't like sanitize it to make it cutesy. They were like, yes, no, it's supposed to look weird.
I also want to say I love that Jinmu made a hat for Derpy, but the bird kept stealing it. But he only made one hat. He could have made more, but he just made one.
Also, magpies are known for stealing. He should have known.
Yeah. Because it is a magpie's based off. It is just so funny to me. It's like, bro, you could have made more hats. We only made one. Also, it's so tiny. Must have been when he was a cub.
Mira's like this whole like little butterfly bow thing is supposed to be like, because she has pigtails.
Mm-hmm.
And then can I zoom in? I cannot zoom in. But I don't know if you guys can see, but there's a little Rumi and a little Zoe.
Oh.
Yeah.
And hers is supposed to be like regal, glamorous, and bold.
Mm-hmm.
And then Zoe's is over here. And it's said, like, the thing I read said that it's kind of like the bells are kind of like her buns.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're stretching, but if that's the intention. And like turtles, she's like she got turtles all over her stuff.
Yeah.
And the turtle, you can't see it very well in this like photo, but if you could zoom into the photo, you would see that the turtle has splotches of color on the inside, which is supposed to kind of match her. Why do I keep the colors inside my head?
Inside. Sorry.
Yeah. So that's supposed to be like her trying to hold her creativity and everything inward. And then she has
weapon designs.
She has like little bunnies. Because the rabbit in the moon.
I also think I read somewhere, this could be a full farce, I could be making this up entirely, that the turtle and the rabbit also represent the fact that she was raised in America and Korea.
Oh, that could be.
So it's also to represent like her split of like the different cultures. There was a whole deep dive about it. I can't remember it, but I think the surface level I do remember is that the rabbit and the turtle also represents like Korea and America.
That sounds like that could be true, and so I definitely will like do a deep dive on that later, because that is one of the things that I like that they touched on with Zoe, is that she is Korean American and she's like torn between those two sides. I also absolutely love when they're like, she grew up in somewhere called Burbank, America.
Yeah, it's somewhere called Burbank.
Somewhere called Burbank.
Like a charm fucking.
Oh, that's the. Oh, these are, in case anybody was curious, some of the K-pop tracks that inspired them. They said there were so many, but his name is Apple Hans, not Appleton.
I hate that I looked up Zoe Norige meaning, and they're talking about roomies.
That's not Zoe.
This AI messed up, and I'm mad about it.
But yeah, he listed some of the ones that he felt people would not have expected. And Golden might be surprising, but tracks like Juicy from Notorious B.I.G. or Forever from Drake and Eminem helped them understand how a pop song could also be a biography about starting as a nobody and finding yourself. That's really, really big in American pop genres. They wanted Golden to reveal the girl's struggles and vulnerabilities before they were famous, and those songs were great for that. What it sounds like, the vocoder vocals in Hide and Seek, which I've never heard of that song, inspired them for Rumi, trying to reconcile both parts of herself and find her true voice. Greenlight Lord is both vulnerable and anthemic. That's a new word to say. Believe we could.
That's a big word for Elmo.
Final. It's not a big word. It's just a new word. Hold on.
It's a new word for Elmo. Sorry, I also love that quote so much. I say it all the time.
Anthemic music is music that has qualities that are subtle for an anthem.
Oh.
Interesting. Ginu's intro, which I think should be called Ginu's Lament, but that's just me.
Oh my god. Oh, this is so cute.
Okay, this was hard to crack until we find I can't write left-handed. I need to listen to that song. He does this spoken word song live at Carnegie Hall and has the whole audience spellbound by his voice and charisma. It was exactly the vibe we wanted for Ginu's introduction to have. There's so many more, but like he felt he was spending too much time on that. So these are other characters, Nori guys. So this is the base one. So they all like have these knots, and then they have a charm, and then that. So this is the template that they worked off of, and then Celine's is somewhere in here. Hold on. Oh, I like that one. That one's pretty. Sorry. Aha, here are Celine's. She has 2.
I think the one on the right isn't the one on the right Rumi's mom's.
I do not know. It is simply labeled Celine.
Oh, because the one on the I do know that the one on the right, the branch looking thing was to represent like the demon marks.
It might have been Rumi's mom's, or
yeah,
it could have been Celine Godmother one.
Yeah, or Celine got another one. Because also you see that there's 1 squares and then also 2 squares, so it could be a mixture of Celine's and her own, or Rumi's mother's and Celine's.
Yeah. More research is required for that.
I know. Sorry, I pushed this 2 weeks early, guys. My bad. I planned this the whole time. Little did you guys know.
Damn it, Cody.
I know.
This motherfucker.
Just as a side note, there's supposed to be other weapon types, and some of these look really fucking cool.
They spend a lot of time figuring out what there's like.
Yeah.
They've got some Final Fantasy white mage looking concept arts.
Oh, Zoe could have had a chain knife.
There was also another concept where like they could use the magic in more long distance-y ways, like creating a shield.
Yeah. Like I'm looking at some of these things and I'm just like,
it's so cool to see like the thing. And they're like, I don't look at it as these are things we could have had. I look at these are things we could still get.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because like most creative people say, like, oh, even any concept that you have, you can always recycle that somewhere else.
Well, I was gonna say in the sequel too.
Yeah,
apparently Rumi herself was actually a character designed for a different project, but the director liked the design so much she was like, "No, she's gonna be my star."
That's funny.
So what did you guys think? I would like to hear theories on Celine. And so for Rumi, when she tells Ginu that like she's like, hey, once we seal away Guima, like the demon influence will be gone, so you'll be saved. I'm like, these are some awful bold claims.
These are
But I know that Rumi like kind of believed that because that's what Celine's been telling her the whole time, and I'm like, Celine, these are some awfully bold claims.
Mm-hmm.
I know, like Rumi didn't get her patterns because of anything she did. She has nothing to be ashamed of there. So like, why do you think they would go away? She's half demon.
So I wonder if that's like Celine basically like hoping and presenting her hope as fact that like yeah, I want these to go away for you because like we hate demons and you're part demon and that sucks.
But like, I love you.
Right. So like, if we can, so she's just like, I think it's kind of like her way of understanding demons as a whole. Of like, okay, I hate demons, but I love you, but you're demon. So the only way that this could possibly work with my like beliefs is if we shut this off, you're gonna lose the demon part, and that's gonna happen.
How do we think Ruby's mom died? Because
can I say something real quick? While Matt was explaining that, the only thing I could think of was "Pray the Gay Away."
No, like for real.
Like as you were explaining that, my brain was like, "Oh, this is just "Pray the Gay Away."
Therapy camp. I'm glad I'm
like, I understand what's happening now.
Like, that's what this is giving.
Okay.
Especially when Celine is all like, "No, we can still hide it." She puts it around. I'm like, this is giving. I'm sending you to conversion therapy.
I didn't click that until just now as Matt was explaining it. I was like, "Oh shit, this is okay. This is." Like, okay, I understand what's happening now. I get it.
Yeah, I'm like, I wanted to know if anybody else felt that.
I just, I hated Celine, but like, I didn't put that together.
Yeah.
Like visually, I said, how do we think Rumi's mom died? Because it doesn't like say one way or the other, and I dead ass thought there was gonna be a twist where Celine killed her, but there's not really anything in the movie to support that.
Who do you think Rumi's dad is, too, while you're thinking about that?
I don't think he's been introduced. I don't think we have anything in the movie to point to the dad. I don't care how many fan theories say it's Guima. That makes no sense.
I hate that theory so much.
Flamey thing. He doesn't even get his frog face till the end.
Obviously, Bobby's dad, and they're half siblings.
Bobby's a demon.
Okay, but like that would be a great twist. Oh. But I'd also be really mad because I really like Bobby. And by great, I mean not great, but yeah. I was watching a reaction to this, and someone was like, "Oh, Rumi's dad is, half demon. Oh, obviously, Jinu's her dad, and then they're gonna find out later."
Half demon. She said her dad is a demon.
Well, because then they're like, "Oh, Jinu's a demon, so obviously they're gonna correlate and be like, oh my gosh, you're my daughter. Oh my god, you're my dad," and they're gonna have a great relationship. And then like the romance started, and they're like, "Okay, so maybe I was wrong about that." Because
so hopefully he's not her dad.
Yeah, because like I'm gaining more evidence that this is not the right idea.
This is a bad idea.
How did?
No, I don't care about her dad right now. I've seen so many fan theories that Sussy the magpie is the dad. That like, I don't think we have information on the dad.
I just think he's just a demon,
later movie.
Like rando demon. If I'm being honest, that was my whole lead up to that.
I want to know what we think happened between Celine and the mom, because like I said, I thought Celine killed the mom and then couldn't bring herself to kill Rumi. We're missing one of the three from Celine.
Yeah, what happened?
Yeah.
We don't know what
Sisters.
Happened.
What happened to the third one?
There's your sequel right
of the
there.
Starlight Sisters. Ooh. Okay. What if the sequel is their story?
Who is they?
The Starlight Sisters. The
that would be
girl.
A prequel, Cody.
Yeah, but sequels can also be prequels.
No, okay. Not generally. Usually it is either a prequel or a sequel.
Then the next movie, my bad. The next movie, Kpop Demon Hunters 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Fair enough.
I was just thinking sequels as in like the next movie.
I get what you mean.
And then there's also Borderlands, the sequel prequel, but that's a different thing.
We don't target Borderlands is not the example you want to
Let's talk Borderlands.
Oh, let's talk.
I don't know anything about any of that.
Rumi's mom. I hope it's not a complications at birth situation.
Yeah.
Just because that's, I just hope it's not that.
I think she
live in Demon Land with Demon Dad.
I think she was probably either executed or like died fighting demons. But I I will say that I am not the only one who had my idea.
Mm.
Because the concept artist I was talking about, they apparently they storyboarded a scene that that got cut, and the scene that got cut would have been between when she confronts Celine and when she goes to Guima, and it would have been her going, or Rumi going to her mother's grave and then singing in the demon voice and being like angry and stuff. And I think that would have been an excellent addition. But also the art, like right after that post, the artist is like, I'm going to post a side story that is not, it's not canon, essentially. It's like this didn't make it into the thing, but this was like their suggestion, basically their own fanfic of what happened. And in it, like Rumi confronts Celine because she's like, why did you kill my mom? And I'm like, it's not just me.
Here's my theory. And
I think
here's
I've
what I
also
think
seen
we're
that.
going to get in the sequel. Rumi's mom is, after having Rumi, went to the demon world to be with Demon Dad. And because of the Hollon moon, is that? Yeah. Cut off the connection between the demon world and the regular world, right? She's going to find out that her mom's in the demon world. They're going to have to undo the Hollon moon to restore that connection so she can go into demon world, get her mom, bring her back out.
What if her mom is the tiger and her dad is the man?
I also was going to say that.
I hope not. I hope not. Because
that's mom and dad. It's a magpie and a tiger.
Because then they're the wingmen for Genu to get their daughter. Like, I don't like that.
You don't think they'd try to set their daughter up with
a demon? It worked out for them. They got to be a crow and a tiger. Or a magpie and a tiger. That's the dream.
That's the dream. So what happens when you marry a demon and you're a human? You both become
weird little animal things. Yeah.
One of you becomes the tiger, the other one becomes a magpie, and then you're together forever.
That's how it works.
There was a question in the AMA where somebody was like, do Rumi's parents have a story worth telling? And the director was like, yes. And I'm like, and that's all we get. But yeah, I don't actually think we got any real hints or anything. No. I know that a lot of people put a lot of faith in her being related to Guima in some way because of her line when in Golden, when she's like, I was the queen.
Yeah.
That she was meant to be. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure they're just using slang because queen is a really common term in K-pop songs.
I think because they also did say that Celine made Huntrix around Rumi.
Yeah.
I think it's more of like a symbolic throne because Celine just gave it to her, a generational like K-pop.
Yeah, she's queen. And I mean, like literally in K-pop, there's the song Queen Card and then Lion by G-Idol, which like there's a line in that song where it's like, I'm a queen and their move is this. So it's like, I just felt that was just K-pop imagery. But a lot of people, I know that a lot of people like take that line and they're like, oh, what if she's Guima's daughter? What if her dad was Guima's son? And I'm like, oh, that ball of fire slowly dying. I don't think he's fucked anyone.
Do we know when?
I'm like, well, he could.
I mean, maybe when he was younger, he may not be fully fire. He could be like hot fire.
Balls of fire.
So far as we are aware, he has never been anything but a ball of fire that slowly turned into a frog.
Do we know when her mother died? Other than like before her age of...
We just know that it was like when she was little.
Little enough to like not really... Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm just... Because I'm still... I don't know. I think it might be... I wonder if the reason why the third girl is missing of the like Celine's group is because Rumi's mom dated a demon, had a baby. She wasn't cool with it. Killed Rumi's mom, was about to kill Rumi. Then Celine jumped in and was like, hell no.
I do think that third member of her mom's group?
Sunlight Sisters.
Yeah, I think the third Sunlight Sister does line up to be a great villain for the next one.
Because that's the only thing that I mean, there's other things
Still
too, but
alive?
like,
Yeah.
but it's
Still
like
alive villain of the next one.
because like no one mentions her at all.
Mm-hmm.
The only mention we kind of get of her is when Celine's like, "When we lost your mother," and I assume she's including the other son.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But I don't actually know.
Well, and
Because-
also just kind of thinking like the next villain also has to be like musically inclined, presumably, and
Assuming they stick to a
Yeah.
yeah, I would assume.
Or-
And I don't think they're going to go back to the boy band well again. So I think it makes sense to do like a solo K-pop star versus the K-pop girl group.
They could go the Psy route.
Who?
Gangnam
Style.
Yeah, the bad guy in the next one is Psy from our universe's Earth.
Well, I more meant like a middle-aged guy who's like, "Oh, I
Yeah.
always wanted to
I
be a
like
K-pop star.
that
Let me-"
Psy. God, that's why we don't hear about him anymore. He went into Kpop Demon Hunter world and is an enemy.
He's got to yell at someone's ass, probably Rumi's because she wears the white shorts.
Yeah.
Wow, what a K-pop battle that would have been.
Yeah.
Hey, I love the story of how Psy became a pop star. It's great.
I don't know anything about
Oh,
him
okay,
besides
so
Gangnam Style.
I forgot.
Does he have no
typically
songs?
for a lot of like K-pop stars and stuff, you know, they become trainees when they're preteen / teenager stuff, and then they make their debut late teens, early 20s. But Psy, he was like, if I remember correctly, don't quote me on this, fact check me, but if I remember correctly, Psy was this guy who's like, he was kind of getting up there in age and stuff, and he's like this corporate guy, and he's like, you know what, I wanted to be a pop, I've always wanted to be a pop star, and so then he just records Gangnam Style, and it goes fucking viral, and now he's like a super well respected K-pop star.
That's
But
so
like he was
funny.
just like a business guy who had a dream.
I mean, honestly,
wow.
checks out.
And then like people who guest starred, like he had some actually like really popular artists who guest starred in his thing. I don't know who he is, but the man in the yellow suit with the head that looks like the guy from Despicable Me,
Mm-hmm.
he is apparently very like popular and well known in the K-pop industry, and he
Oh.
guest starred for Psy, and I'm like, that's so cool.
Okay, cool.
So. I'm like, I love that his dream, he proves that you're never too old to achieve your dreams.
No, never.
But oh, something I wanted to touch on, because like a lot of people bring it up, is that the voice actors for the characters all have really nice singing voices,
Yeah.
but they have separate actors for their singing voice than their speaking voices.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people got upset about that, especially when they found out that like Jinu's voice actor used to be an Idol trainee. So they're like, why not just let Jinu sing?
Mm-hmm.
The reason is because the music was the first thing handled. So it is not a case of them getting singers because their actors could not sing or because they would not let their actors sing. It is that they had to get actors because their singers cannot act.
Gotcha. That's funny.
If
makes sense.
I'm correct, I also could be totally wrong. I also heard that Rumi, either the singer for Rumi, got the role because she did all of the like demos
Yeah.
for everything, and they were like, "Do you want to just do the lead?" And she was like, "Okay."
Yeah, she was like, she is a songwriter
Yeah.
who works for a K-pop company. I forget what. I don't remember if she works for Black Label, which is Blackpink's company,
Label.
or if she works for a different one. But yeah, no, she has she's worked on a lot of really popular K-pop songs, and so she was working on the soundtrack with them, and she was singing all the demos. And in an interview, she was like, I don't know if they just got used to my voices, Rumi, but
Yeah.
they offered me the part, and so I took it. So,
Because she was also saying that Golden was it was either Golden or How It's Done is done line by line. So she sings a line, they approve it. She sings the next line, they approve it. And she was in Japan when she had to sing like a really high, loud note.
Oh, it was How's It Done?
Yeah, so when she's singing that super high note, she's in Japan, completely far away where she normally is, singing this high ass note at like 2 a.m, trying to get them to approve it.
She said that like after she finished the line, she heard her neighbors go, "Nani?"
Yeah, exactly. Her poor neighbors.
Like, my poor Japanese neighbors. I just hear all of a sudden I hear a bunch of people going, "Nani, Nani."
Yeah.
I'm like, that's one of the best things I've heard.
Yeah, that's so funny. I always love hearing like the back end or like how things are done like music wise, because I'm not music. I like to sing in my free time. I'm not musically inclined. That's not my wheelhouse at all. So like to hear that's like, oh, you hear the track, I'm like, oh, they did that in one take, and most artists are like, no, that is an amalgamation of 47 different tracks, and that's the first line. The second line is another 82 tracks, and you're just like, that's because I think not to veer off the topic so much, but like Billie Eilish, her music is chopped up so much, and she can fully be like, that's a cut, there's a cut there, there's a cut there, that breath is also a cut, there's a cut there, I like that breath better, so you added that one, there's a cut, and it's just like, and you're just like, how do you, what?
Yeah,
what?
They do that for speaking lines too. That's why like in recording studios, there's almost always like 3 to 4 takes.
Yeah.
At minimum.
Yeah, and then they just conglom together the ones that they like the most. Music and voice acting is a wild
Power
industry.
of editing.
The power of editing.
The voice or the sound editors are magicians.
Yeah.
They are. Like,
or are they demons?
Not demons.
Or are they demons?
And to be fair, there's also something a magician would do.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
I think Zoe is dyslexic or something like that because she keeps saying the wrong words. And I'm
but like they mean the same.
I feel that in my soul.
Yeah, because they do connect. They're just not the right things.
That's like when they're talking about how, they're like, Takedown is not the song that will connect their fans because it can't even connect to them.
Yeah.
And then they're like, yeah, and so tomorrow we're gonna play Golden, but she says Takedown, and then she's like, I mean Golden.
Yeah.
That's what we're playing.
Yeah. I feel that so hard because I do that all the time.
Zoe is Guima's daughter.
Secretly. That's why she really wants Takedown to go down. It's like, oh, I mean Golden, sorry.
She didn't actually grow up in Burbank, California.
She grew up in Burbank, hell.
She grew up in Burbank, the underworld.
Well, if you rearrange the letters in Burbank, it spells underworld, so that tracks.
Matt, I'm not that dyslexic.
No, that's my favorite bit to do. And it's just to take a random word and be like, if you rearrange the letters, it says something else, and it doesn't match at all. And everyone's like, no, it doesn't. And I go, well,
You're not trying hard enough, I guess.
Who's to say?
Like my brain legit was like, you and
yeah, it always gets people to be like, well, hold on, wait, no,
there's no B in underworld.
No B in underworld.
But it could work as the D if I flip it.
Yeah,
this side can't stop me. I can't.
Hold on, dude.
It's a great way to immediately make whoever's talking to be like, wait no.
Yeah. Hold on a second.
Such a mean thing to do to your dyslexic friend, sir.
Yeah. Yeah.
I do it to everyone.
You're like, I don't discriminate, and you know what?
Everyone gets this treatment. Honestly, that's a true friend.
Be a bit of a shithead to everyone in my life.
Cody wanted to rank/discuss the Saja boys.
Oh yeah, I want you to rank all the Saja boys.
Well,
I don't.
There are only 2 that I have opinions about.
But
that's why it's funny to me to be like, you have to rank all of them because you don't know shit about 3 of them at least.
Abby
I know
that
things
name's
about
hilarious.
all of them, Cody. I paid far too much attention to the Saja boys, as did 90% of the audience.
Cool, because me and Matt didn't, so me and Matt are on the same page.
I'm going to go as far as to say I'm going to need reminders of all of their names.
So.
All right. First, we will go with Genu. the easiest one.
Yeah.
The main boy.
The leader.
He's in second place.
Oh. Okay.
Is it Abs? Do you like Abs?
Abby, that is so funny. That's
Okay.
such a funny name because the other ones don't sound like names. Abby is a name.
It is a name.
It
and
is
so
a
I'm just
name.
like, why is he named Abby? Oh my god, it's Abs. That's hilarious. So he's automatically number one.
Well, first I'm gonna go back to Gina real quick. I just wanted to see if I could figure out.
Yeah, guess number one.
Yeah.
So Ginu is obviously our we can fix him. So.
And Rumi did.
Rumi did fix him.
Rumi did fix him.
I love how they made him like so goofy and charismatic.
I love that so much.
I want to say like 90% of his motivation was really just to be in the human world and to be a star again. And he was just having so much fun.
Yeah, just having a blast.
Like when he's giggling in the bathhouse as he's running away, like just the scene of him go and I'm just like, God damn it, how can I hate you?
He slipped on the water.
He did.
Yeah.
Oh jeez.
Yeah, and then he also like hugged Rumi, and that when that happened, I said no touch. And then it's like, oh, he wrapped a band-aid around his arm. I was like, still no touch, but okay, I see what you're doing.
Like, he's almost manic in his interactions with her. Sometimes he's like, I haven't been able to interact with a human being in 400 years.
I do like their first.
How it feels to me.
Their first meeting on the rooftop, and she slices off the head of the mannequin.
Yeah.
And he's like, I thought this would be
I thought that would be a good icebreaker.
Yeah, but never mind. And he's like, whoa, okay, I understand. I'm in the wrong.
He's like, no, I get it. You hate me. That's
yeah.
fine.
And I was like, God, how can I? Fuck, I like you so much, and I hate that I like you so much right now.
Also, when she's like holding the sword to him, when he's like, hey, watch the face. I need to steal your pants.
Yeah.
And then she's like, got the sword. He's like, oh, you're strong. And the way he smiles, I'm like, oh no, he's into it.
Yeah. This is the start of a very budding relationship, but I don't want it.
That's the moment I was like, this is the love interest, isn't it? Because the way he's smiling while she's got a sword in his hair, he cannot be anything else. But yeah,
first I want to talk about
really
those pants.
enjoyed Ginu overall, especially as like an antagonist.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the animation. They had such good like little animations and stuff. Like whenever he's thinking about the past and he wants it to go away, they like do that little like eye, like blinky eye thing.
Yeah.
So many people do that when they're trying to banish a thought or a memory or something. They're trying to like ground themselves back in. And I'm like, oh, it's so good. And I don't know if you guys noticed it, Matt, with all 1,000 times you watched it.
Yeah.
But
I actually haven't stopped watching it.
Matter of fact, it's on right now.
And now, that's all I've done. It's
on repeat.
But so right before your idol, the tiger brings him the bracelet. It doesn't show it. It never draws attention to it. But he puts the bracelet on his right wrist. And when he's moving, you can see the silhouette of it moving too.
Oh.
And I'm like, oh, it's such a small little detail and like sign, but
they do so many good small detail things in this movie. I love it so much. Because you could have just not done that. And then at one point later on, it could have just showed up and probably not a lot of people would have seen it.
I think he should have given her the bracelet back when he was dying. That like the bracelet should have stayed there because it was from Living World.
Yeah.
But it helped.
But I call it because of Yu Hakusho, but that's not the point. But yeah, all right. So we've got Ginu. He was a pretty solid
number 2
person. I do need to know how he recruited the other Saja boys, but we will never be told, probably.
I like to think that they drew straws in the demon world.
I want to know.
He just walked around until he found some corpses.
No.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, one of the interview things, like the way they phrased it was something about like they wanted the other Saja boys to sort of be the way they were, to contrast that Ginu is different and that he wasn't too far gone yet. Yeah. And I'm like, does this imply that at some point they become so ashamed of themselves there is no coming back? They are just food now. And so I do wonder. I also wonder if that implies that that all 4 of the Saja boys were human first. Because
Yeah.
like whenever they're not being perceived, they go back into zombie.
Yeah.
I do love the scene after they're done with like the meet and greet and everything. They toss everything and just like, ugh.
I had a theory that the reason Mystery didn't have a face or didn't show his face is because he was the most monster looking one, because he's the one with the big tusk before they
Yeah.
makeover. I don't know if that's the end story reason, because in the interviews
he doesn't have a face.
He doesn't have a face.
I do like that Guima when the boys show up, he's like, a boy band? Like, is really, guys? You think this is gonna work? And it works immediately.
Just such a funny sentence to hear from this disembodied demon voice.
Yeah.
To hear him be like, a demon boy band?
Yeah.
And then
Hilarious.
When they get back and he's like, my
little soda.
Yeah.
And when he pulls Ginu back, and I'm like, God damn it, Guima. I'm not supposed to like you.
I fucking love Guima.
Why are you so charismatic?
I love that giant frog thing.
He's so funny. I really like him.
Some of the concept art that I really enjoyed was that he's like a mouth that is a doorway, and then like the more powerful he gets, the more he becomes like an old
door
Korean palace. And I'm like,
that's cool.
That would be so fucking cool.
Yeah,
but it's okay. I understand. It's a kids movie, and the giant frog thing is fun to look at.
Yeah, but also, what if he became a giant palace? I mean, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
But then, what if kids get scared? The house will eat them, Cody.
I mean,
do you not remember about the children's movie that is a house?
Monster House.
Yeah, Monster House. That already exists.
Freaking rips. I love Monster House.
Okay,
and how unsettling it is.
The next Saja boy, we can finally move on from Ginu.
Yeah.
Oh, he's my number one. I was gonna make a joke and say Derpy was my number one, but
I'm not ranking because I love them all for different reasons.
I will gladly rank them, even though 3 of them I have no opinions on.
I have very strong opinions about one of them at least.
Matt's number 1 is Abs/Abby.
Abby. If it's Abs, he's goes with the other 3 with no rank.
No, it's okay.
Abby is so funny.
It says Abby on like his bib and other things. But like sometimes he is referred to as Abs, but I think Abs is just a shortening of Abby.
Yeah, a little nickname for him. Yeah. Abby is so funny.
Yeah,
that's such a good joke.
That's why my roommate
number 1.
The moment my roommate realized that, he's like, "Oh, this is Cody's favorite character. Obviously, it's a pun." Yeah, and I was like, "You're not wrong." I
need to know. Did you catch on to when they're in the bathhouse and he's like, that one keeps looking at me, and then he does the thing. This means he has been controlling his shirt the entire time.
And he, like, controls his abs independently.
Yes. I was like, sir, you got to put those away.
That's so funny.
Also, despite the fact that both Mira and Zoe were drooling over his popcorn,
yes,
I think he was referring to Mira, just because that's the bit that keeps going. Is that Mira is so internally torn because she hates him because he's a demon, but she's in love with those washboard corn abs.
Which, honestly, fair. I get it. I fully understand.
Like, the punching bag that she's punching at the Idol Awards is a picture of him with his shirt fluttering in the wind.
So funny.
Also, she had to kill him.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no more abs. Shake, shake, shake.
But I think he's a good one to put like toward the top, because he does like, he would be the second lead, right? Because he talks, he says things, he makes jokes. I'm also biased because I know Sungwon voices him.
Also, is he the only other Saja boy besides Ginu to have a speaking role, like outside of the songs?
Baby says Goo Goo Gaga one.
Oh, that is true. He does say Goo Goo Gaga.
He says Goo Goo Gaga.
The most sarcastic Goo Goo Gaga.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if the other 2 have anything.
I may be intentionally going in my own ranking order of who has the most to least personality.
Oh, I'm excited to see who's next. If Abby's second.
Yeah. So Abs is like, well, I feel like Abs actually has a pretty good personality and everything. Which is why when, like, at first I read that it's like, oh, well, 2 Saja boys didn't die on screen, so they might come back in the sequel. As the fan theory, I was like, oh, is it going to be Abs? And I was like, oh, no, he died. He was so dead on screen.
Yeah, the dead of you can really be.
Mira fully was
like, from the Ab. Also,
yeah.
I'm a little biased with Abby, because so you guys know, and chat may or may not know, that I really like the virtual bands from League of Legends, Riot Games.
Mm-hmm.
And they made a boy band called Heartsteel.
Yes.
And Heartsteel has my boy Set.
Yes,
who is a big muscular guy with pink hair, and fucking Abby looks like him, and I'm like,
and his like cute little cat beanie hat.
Like him a little bit, so I'm like,
I love Seth so much, but then again, I also love me a big muscly himbo character.
Which also, Seth's not just a big muscle; he's also a mama's boy.
I mean, but like,
what you need to know is that Seth. So he grew up with just his mama, and he is the king of the underground in their city.
Yeah.
And he's in a boy band.
He stopped doing really, really bad shady things because it made his mother worry.
Yeah. Yeah.
That rocks.
That's great.
He has a little hat and it says mom on it.
Yeah.
I love him. He's so cute.
I love Seth so much.
So, like, I very much have a bias toward Abby because of he just reminds me so much of Seth. Oh, and in like one of the interviews, they asked if KDA, which is Riot Games' female K-pop band, had any influence, and they were like, yeah, that was one of the many influences. So I'm just saying it's not a stretch to say that Heartsteel may have had a
That's where Abby came from.
I also love KDA so much, but that's a whole different thing. Anyhow,
it's a whole other Let's Talk, Cody.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do Let's Talk virtual.
Let's talk virtual.
All right. Baby Sasha.
Fifth.
Or 5.
I don't like the goo goo gaga.
I hate it. I hate it so much. I was shocked.
Right.
No, I hate it.
Admittedly, on principle, Baby was down at I was like, I don't like when as a person. Now this is purely as a persona. If this is like genuinely just somebody, their interests and stuff, that's one thing. But when you box a grown adult into the cutesy child aesthetic just because like you're trying to be like, oh yeah, it's the young and innocent one, I don't like that. It feels skeezy.
Yeah, everything about
and also the way that his voice is so deep.
Hold on, but that's the thing that I started liking about him, because like when he looks so bored, so annoyed, and so done, and the way you see them interact and stuff behind the scenes, they were all given a role or a persona to portray. Like Abby's so much like nicer and stuff in front of the camera, but then like when they're in the back, he's like, oh, that one keeps looking at me. He's like kind of is not so like. And with Baby is the one that to me you see it the most with, because like when he's on camera and he's like drinking the hot sauce bottle, which everybody was drinking hot sauce out of the bottle. That was because of the host thing.
Yeah, that was a whole different thing.
Then he takes it out and he's like, goo goo gaga, but he's like so fucking he's just like done. So I'm like, this is a full grown man who was given the persona to act like a baby, and he is just not having it. Except apparently he likes suckers because he's always eating a sucker.
But also that could just be a whole different thing. That has nothing to do.
I like to think that he's actually just looking at.
Yeah. In the songs and stuff, he has some of the most insidious lines.
Yeah, like he does.
I don't remember his lines in Soda Pop, but his lines in Soda Pop are some of the most questionable. And then his lines in Your Idol, I don't remember the first two, but then he goes, "Thank you for the pain because it got me going viral." And then and he's just like, he looks so, and he just sounds so like the antithesis of the Maknae or the youngest one, right?
Yeah.
As like as the Maknae, he's supposed to be like playful and innocent and cheery and stuff, and that's like why he doesn't have earrings, even though the other Saja boys all have earrings. But then like when he's like performing in his most normal, he completely breaks that, and I was like, but why are you interesting now? Like, I fucking hate your persona, but
I can't get past the persona. I don't like the whole like sweet and cutesy and innocent with the deep voice. And it's like, oh, it's to me, it's baby on the street, freak in the sheets, even though it's during music. And I'm like, I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like the baby part.
Upon rewatches, Cody, watch him in the background, even when he's dressed up like cutesy and stuff, and you can tell he's done with it.
Yeah, I know he's done with it.
He's playing a role.
I know he's playing. I just don't like the role that he plays.
I did
and
not
that's
catch
all
that
I see
on my first watch. So I was basing this entirely off of him saying "goo goo gaga," and I went,
which is valid.
Yeah,
no,
don't do that. Get out
then
of
again,
here.
Matt, we're also
at war right now. So just the fact that you've watched this once, I appreciate. We'll find you a not illegal way to watch it again. All right, so then next,
I could also use this totally not illegal way to watch this movie again.
So next would be romance.
Fourth.
Honestly, I'd also have to agree with fourth.
So,
but like the bottom three are like in the same ranking. It's tied.
We're going in my order, I guess.
Yeah.
So the thing with romance is he would probably be higher up if his head wasn't shaped like a mushroom.
I know.
It's really weird because at some angles his head is fine. At some angles, like you see the little heart-shaped hairline that they were going for, and his hair is kind of nice and stuff. And then I like that there are so many like heartthrobby romance things. Like he's got a heart patch here, a heart patch on his butt. His like belt has so many fucking hearts on it and stuff. And he the way he stares at Mira. I am 100%. I love the Miroma bee, which whoever came up with that ship name. Mwah. Genius.
Yeah,
so good.
It's so good. It's so funny.
I like that fan shipping thing. It's great, especially like the way like he looks at her and stuff. He plays the romantic heartthrob so well, and then he's like the opposite. But I cannot get over the mushroom head. There's no reason his forehead needs to be this big.
All I think of is the angle from Soda Pop. The angle is like from down. And a lot more down and up. I'm like, why? This is a terrible angle for him. Why did you do this to this man?
It's a bad angle, and I'm like, you could have. I know that they wanted to do the heart shape thing because he's romantic, and they want to do the heart, and I'm like, but that doesn't mean the whole head.
Yeah. Why is his hair this tall? Like,
and it's such a shame because I cannot get over it.
The reason he was fourth for me is because when I tried to think of who the five were. He's always the last one I'm able to remember.
That's fair.
Then I'm like, oh yeah, there's a romance one. Yeah.
I don't know that he has any speaking lines, and he is not killed on screen.
Yeah. So to fourth place with him. He doesn't say goo goo gaga, so he's not last. But that's all I know about him.
And I will say the final boy reaches current ranking in this stream because they were swapped before.
All right, and then there's mystery.
Third, because I think him not having a face is very funny,
and that's the exact reason why he's third.
That's hilarious that he truly doesn't have a face for animation reasons.
His mushroom head is more egregious.
But guess what? He doesn't have a face. I can't see his forehead.
Hilarious.
I can't see the proportions of his face. All I see is hair.
Very
and he has
funny.
no face.
I guess you could see it as he's wearing a bumpet.
Yeah. I also love that me and Matt have the exact same rankings for the exact same reasons.
Yeah.
I do. I like that mystery is kind of. He and Zoe are kind of weird together, and
no barking.
He starts barking and it's because I love when people point out these little. Look, I may not ship these people, But I love seeing why shippers ship these people because they point out so many things. And I'm like, oh, your straws are just so fine, but I love that you're so determined. And they're like, he immediately starts barking when she stops paying attention to him. And I'm like, you know, you're not wrong. I don't really think that means they should date, but
that straw is slightly thicker than the others, only slightly, but it's still a thin straw.
Another positive for Mystery is that's also the name of the seahorse that SpongeBob befriends in an episode of SpongeBob. And every time they would say Mystery, I would finish the line in SpongeBob, which is where he goes, Mystery, we snog, because he's trying to make a horse sound.
Yeah.
So every time they said Mystery in the movie, I'm like, we snog.
I forgot about that. Okay, cool. So yeah, no, that cements him in third place for me.
I will say one of my favorite moments with Zoe that never fails to make me laugh is when Baby sits down and she's just like, what makes you think that I'd sit with him? And then Mystery sits down and she's like,
what's up?
What's up?
I don't want to sit next to no ugly Sandra boy. What's up? I love it. It's my favorite so much.
Also, I really love the way that Abby and Romance interact with Mira just because they look so like amused.
Yeah.
I'll sign it first. No, I'll sign it. No, I'll sign it.
I will say, I do like the shippers. I do understand how you could reach that bridge. I personally am not on that bridge, and that's okay.
I am just not on that bridge because I am against shipping zombies with people.
I mean,
and I'm not afraid to admit it.
I'm not.
I'm also against shipping people that have mushroom heads like that.
I'm not, because I ship Toad and Toadette.
I was gonna say,
okay, but listen,
the Mushroom Kingdom. Interesting.
Okay, but here's the thing. Toad and Toadette are toadstools, and their shape is so much more intricate, or not intricate, but like, and that's a mushroom. Obviously, his is accidental mushroom head
that we know of.
Yeah,
that we know of, but still,
maybe Kpop Demon Hunters 3 crossover with the Super Mario movie. And we bring it all together. Chris Pratt's going to be in Kpop Demon Hunters 3.
As Toad.
Only as Mario also gets to be as Bowser.
That's so
funny.
I
had another question. Give me a moment to remember it.
But no, I don't ship Toad and Toadette. I don't.
Personally. I love the idea that someone opened this stream, saw the title, and that's the first thing they heard. I don't ship Toad and Toadette.
I really don't.
And they're just like,
okay, this is Kpop Demon Hunters stream.
This got real weird real quick.
But aren't Toad and Toadette brother and sister? Are they not?
No, they're completely different beings.
Not related.
Wow.
Now, every single Toad is its own being. So all of them are agender.
They don't have families.
Yep, they have no families. They have no gender.
So
they're technically aromantic. So.
All of my knowledge of Mario came from when I was like 6 years old, and that's also around the time I watched Jurassic Park for the first time. So I assumed that Toadsworth was Toad and Toadette's grandfather, just like John Hammond is the grandfather of Lex and Tim, and that is how I have always had those associations. Is those three characters from those completely unrelated movies being the same.
Also, speaking of Toadsworth... I
remember what I was going to ask.
Toadsworth has always been Toadsworth. He's never been younger.
Oh, okay. God damn it, Cody.
See, Toadsworth now.
What do you guys think happened to all the people that got drank?
Do
you think they died? Do you think they came back? Because
I think they probably
did not tell us.
I think they came back.
I think because it's a kids movie, they all came back. And,
right, that's
all their souls got released when Guima got killed. But like in my own personal head, I think they're like dead and gone.
Those faceless demon thingies. I think those were the people who got drank.
That's I would
because I was kind of thinking like what's
because like it is a kids movie, but Gino died.
What's her godmother's name?
Celine.
Her whole idea of the once you have the Hollon Moon, it'll cut off the demon connection. I was kind of like, that will bring back everyone that got drank.
No, because Guima eat them.
Yeah, he ate them.
That's how he became powerful.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Okay,
maybe
here's-
just eating Guima release their souls.
Yeah, it's
But,
kind of
like,
if you
I'm
put
just
a
saying,
bunch of
their
marbles
bodies
into a
are missing
balloon.
I was gonna say,
too.
what happened to their bodies though? Like, was there just like a demon cleanup crew? Just like,
'Cause it
"God,
said-
more bodies, god damn it. Just gotta sweep them up.
Because we only ever see their souls being drank, but on the news
Yes.
it was like people are missing, not dead,
Yeah.
not in a coma. They
And
are
during
missing. So
during
I'm
the
like,
train scene, when they're fighting on the train, all the faces deep show up. There's no one on that train.
there's no, and Genu presumably kept his body.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just saying, I think those faceless things were the people that got drank, and so I think our girls murdered some people.
I
mean, they were already dead.
I think they had a helping hand in killing a lot of people. Also,
I don't see any other reason it would not have been addressed.
I also just want to say I love the scene where Bobby's in their apartment and he's looking at the Saja Boy numbers and he's like, you know what? I'm gonna just disconnect and I'm just gonna enjoy this because it's not the end of the world. And it cuts to the girl seat and just the Hanmoon being destroyed at the end of the world.
Oh no, it's the end of the
Everything is
world.
on fire.
And Bobby's just like, what a great scene. And the girls are just like, nope, it's not.
We gotta write a diss track.
Yeah, I love
Also,
Bobby.
so I watched the movie with a lot of different people, and one of the people I watched the movie for, at the end of the movie, we like made a joke that we watched 2 entirely different movies because they were under the impression that Celine, or their interpretation, whatever, was that Celine knew that Rumi was going to die when the Hanmoon was sealed and accepted that. Or was like
Would
in
add to
denial of
Celine-
it, but knew that it was a possibility. And I was like, oh, damn.
That would add to me hating Celine. So that
I personally don't think that's the case, just because
I don't either.
I got the vibe that it was very like she was looking at it the same way that parents look at conversion therapy, and that so like she was just so in denial. She was like, no, this has to work.
Yeah.
It absolutely has to work because the alternative is unacceptable.
Right.
Also, something I just remembered, Celine never pulls out her weapon, like her demon weapon.
Oh,
Because when Rumi
the
comes
weapon.
here, she has a sickle in her hand. So
Yeah, she's
then
gardening.
it makes me wonder, because if she sends something demonic behind her, like her hunter sense kicked in, her weapon didn't show up, what if she no longer has access to her weapon? Like once the generation steals the Hanmoon, like your weapons are gone.
I don't think that would be it, because the way that the Hanmoon works is music and your connection to music and your connection to people.
Yeah.
So I think that it's still possible that Celine has lost her connection to the Hanmoon, but I don't think that like it's a generational thing. I think that's just a personal thing.
Okay.
I could see it being like the other members of the trio aren't around, and that's kind of why she doesn't have it.
Because she could still be connected to Rumi and to the other kids,
Right.
because like them singing connects people, and the
Yeah.
other people power them, and they
Yeah.
use that to manifest their weapons. So I think if Celine is disconnected from the Hanmoon, it's because of something inside Celine.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. Like on a personal level, it's her because she doesn't have those other two, so she has personally lost her connection to the music as a result of that.
Okay, so
like it's a character thing, not like a rule thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay, you two were saying the same thing, just differently.
Yeah.
So I'm saying losing her partners traumatized her out of her connection.
Which lost the connection.
Yeah, not like a literal like hard and fast, like you lost them, you no longer have it as a rule.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
So I caught on to what he was saying.
Yeah. We got there.
Which also is if you can like lose your weapons, that's also like an interesting storyline to go down.
Yeah.
Or like to tackle. It's like, well, what would cause you to like lose connection?
Even when Rumi was like lost all belief in herself and connection, she could still use the power of the Hanmoon. She still affected the Hanmoon.
Yeah.
Which also in part of the AMA and stuff, people were like asking about like Rumi's powers and everything, and all the director would say is that Rumi is the first and only of her kind, and so
okay, thank God they said an only. Phew.
Yeah.
Because people will take the first and then be like, the first recorded, because I'm sure there are plenty of others. I've heard that argument.
Not. We have records.
yeah. There are no records that says that there's another one. It's like, but actually.
Actually. I wrote it.
Also, I do love that. Okay, I will say.
Hold on. RP says it's been fun listening to us while he worked, but now he's going to bed. He's looking forward to watching it soon, though. And congrats on the new job, Cody. Night,
thanks,
RP.
guys. Good night. The scene that did make me like tear up a little bit is, and also get really hype, is when Jinu did like release his soul and Rumi's sword got bigger. Her sword went from like a standard sword to like a buster sword, and I was like, let's go. Okay. You know what? This is the kind of romance I could deal with.
I don't think it got that big. I think that was just the perspective of the animation.
No, it actually got it. If you look at the concept art, it does get bigger because it also changes shape.
I don't pay that close attention to the weapons, so I believe.
Oh, I do. I do. I love weapons. Hold on, I have because on the Twitter it's called Phase 1.
I've seen a lot of fan theories that like Jinu became the weapon and everything, and so that he's still with her. But the director was like, no, Jinu was just the catalyst for like he was basically the first domino in an effect, so that everybody else then connected and supported them.
Yeah, which honestly, valid and fair. I like that. That's cool.
I'm wearing 3 chains because the Saja boys wear the chains, but they keep.
I wore 1 chain because that's how many I have.
I
had
2
more,
chains.
but I felt 3 was sufficient.
And I have
2.
I have 2.
Hey!
Hey!
1, 2, 3!
Let's go.
But
we did not plan that.
I was sad that my daughter did not bring, because I asked her to bring me. I'm like, you know where my chains are. Go bring them to me. And she brought me all the chains except my longest chain. And I wanted my longest chain because I could do sanctuary. Which, in all the dance covers I see, nobody does that.
I've seen one. It was very bad.
But he like did it like really little. And I'm like, oh, you gotta go big and dramatic.
Yeah, I did see one dude, but he kind of did like one of these things where he did like really quick. I'm like, no, buddy, it's supposed to be like him pulling out
slow and sensual.
Yeah,
wrong.
Because he's gonna be your sanctuary.
Also, like, how old do you think everybody is?
Oh,
hold on. Hey Ray, I'm glad you loved the movie. Fly safe.
Have a safe flight. I think in my head, and this, I guess, is personality-wise,
and a dangerous location for that occupation.
Yeah, it is. It's really bad up there sometimes. I want to say Mira's the oldest. Rumi and Zoe are very close in age, but I think Rumi's slightly older than Zoe.
I more meant what age range do you think? Like, do you think they're teenagers?
I think early 20s.
Yeah, I would agree that like 19 to 22 range. They're college age is what I'll say.
I would say 23 at the oldest. Okay. And even
then we are aligned, because I also thought early 20s because like they don't do school, they don't have tutors.
Yeah.
So
but they're also not like
a mild inconsistency. This is why interviews can be dangerous, right? So in the movie, at the Idol Awards, they say our 5-year champion, Huntrix, right? In the interview, somebody asked like how long the girls have been a band, and the director, she says, "Oh, in the movie, 3 years." And everybody's like, "Wait a second."
Oh no!
Well, but they're not though.
Someone was like, "They were really good. They like won the charts before they debuted."
Yeah.
Which,
I also saw a video. I also saw a video of how rich they are, and it was also like over 5 years.
Power?
Yeah, and they're like, they are the richest K-pop star ever. Like I think each girl makes 43 million.
Like a real world statistic, they are the first female pop band to have a song hit number 1 on Spotify, I think.
Yep. Yes, they are. But it's I've seen it because Your Idol was like number 4, number 6 above all the Huntrix songs. So everyone's like, guys, the Honmoon's not gonna make it. We can't let the Sacha Boys win. And then when it hit top one, they're like, the Honmoon's been restored, guys.
That's funny.
But yeah, they are the first.
Every single person, well, I will say every single woman that I have watched the thing with or that I have witnessed, when Your Idol comes on, they're like, oh, it's the song that's gonna damn us all.
Yeah. Oh, when I heard that too, I was like, oh no, this is, oh yeah. Nope. If I heard this in real life, I'd be like, take everything. You can have it all.
But if they won the thing 5 years running, I think that aligns with the ages we're saying. Because if they debuted at like 16, which I think makes sense, then they could be 21. And I think all of those numbers work out.
I also do like the scene, just because I heard Sam Googling something, where Rumi launches the Golden single and Mira and Zoe are on the couch, and then you just see Rumi's head pop up, and they're like, would you join us on that? And she slowly stands up, and they're like, why are you your new costume? Don't tell me you released the single. The press starts tonight? And she says nothing, and there's like, tonight.
It's like, hi guys, have you enjoyed your break? No, we literally just started.
And then she slowly stands, and I do like that she puts it up to both of them, and they just like start crying. And then the next thing, they're on press tour, super professional. It's just like, oh, that's so funny.
So K-pop idols typically debut between the ages of 16 and 20. With there are some exceptions on both ends, but typically between 16 and 20. Also, my marks got so much more purple from this angle and lighting.
So, I mean, even if they did debut at 20, early 20s is still...
Yeah, that would put them at 25.
Yeah, but that's if they won it their first year, too.
Yeah.
Obviously, they did.
Yeah.
They won it 2 years before they debuted, Cody.
Oh, yeah, sorry, I forgot.
So maybe they're 19. Maybe they debuted at 16, but they won it 2 years previously.
Yeah.
On account of existing.
I don't want them to be younger than 20 because Jinu's already questionable.
I do love their dynamic. That
I was very proud.
I do think about, God, you're old so often.
I was very proud of another of my children because the moment they figured out that Jinu was going to be a love interest and they already knew he was 400 years old, they were like, how old is Rumi?
Asking the good questions.
I'm teaching them so well, y'all. Is there anything you guys wanted to...
Let me see if there's anything we didn't cover.
Oh, I love in the lyrics that they use, or I love that in the lyrics and the story, they refer to the shame markings as patterns.
Yeah.
Because I think that's such clever wordplay. Because then, like in the songs and everything, the patterns could refer to so many different things.
Oh yeah. Like it's just ubiquitous to anything. Also, I did notice this. This could also just be me with a little tinfoil hat, and this also could just be nothing. That I believe all of the Saja Boy songs have more Korean in it than English, but all the Huntrix songs have more English in it than Korean. Where like the girls have like some words or small phrases, but the boys have like full like sentences in Korean. And my brain was like, oh, it's because they're from the underworld. It's to help point out that they are like not from this world. Also, it could just be how the songs were.
Mira has full sentences in Korean.
Well, then there went all my theories.
But like a lot of the things, at least the couple I've noticed with Mira is that she will have the line in like in Takedown, one of her first rapping parts is in Korean, and then toward the end of the song, that same verse is in English. But a different verse is in Korean.
Yeah.
So
that's fun.
Well, there went all my theories. Sorry.
Yeah.
And I don't think I can't remember. I may be wrong, but I can't remember a full sentence in Korean in your idol but there will be like half sentences.
Yeah, because I could only think of half sentences.
Yeah, because
for the hundreds, and then
because it'll be like something and the fever da 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 make you a believer. The da 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 the Korean words I don't know and therefore don't want to butcher.
Yeah.
So it's the amount of Korean to English ratio is most likely just how the song was flowing. They did say that like for the plot points and stuff that they wanted with the songs, that 3 to 6 songs were written for each spot until they picked the song. So I'm like, I would like to hear the rejected ones, please.
Also, the animators said that this movie was the hardest thing to animate because every fight scene is to the beat of the music.
Yeah.
And they didn't always have the music ready yet.
Yep. And so it's very hard to animate to a beat when you don't have it. So it's like...
I read that also for some of the speaking lines and stuff, they worked really, really hard to make the mouth movements, the Korean mouth movements for the same words. Because it's like somebody who would grow up speaking Korean, their like mouth shapes work differently than if they're speaking American. And I know I noticed that, especially with Mira, that the lips did not move the way that like I expected them to move.
Yeah.
It didn't seem off to me, and I couldn't figure out why it didn't seem off to me, just different. And then I realized because I watched so many K-dramas.
I did.
already got used to them.
I also saw a video about how their lips are moving, and I was like, never noticed, and I stared at their lips a lot. Didn't even know. But then again, I'm also used to watching anime where it's just lip flaps, so it's like
anime just goes like
yeah, it's just 2 lines just going up and down. So I'm like, this isn't new to me. I will say I do like Mira versus the Doctor stare down. That's what I thought. It's like she's asserting dominance over the Doctor.
Yeah.
Or he was trying to read her without her permission. She wasn't the patient. She didn't agree to that.
Oh yeah, and when he's like telling Ruby, it's like, oh yeah, you're you must work hard. Yeah, she's also a workaholic. She also doesn't know when to take breaks.
That's how she was.
It's like, damn, Mira, you are her friend. You know all of her weaknesses. I will call them all out. Oof. I love the Doctor scenes.
Mira was reading a magazine with Mira on the cover.
Yep. Yeah, she was. It's just like...
There's a big theory that the Saja Boys were a boy band who didn't make it, and that they were actually the boy band, like the picture of the Doctor with the boy band.
Yes, I have.
That it was them, and I'm like,
because one of them has Romance's hair.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing: his head is not shaped like a mushroom, so I just don't think it's true.
But I also think that photo is like not.
I think that photo is just supposed to like kind of give us a clue that this Doctor is a little sketch.
Oh, I mean, also because it's like when I think Rumi sees the photo of him with them, and she's like, "What? Why is this?" And then his picture, like the tape comes off, and the Doctor comes out. She's like,
which some people pointed out, they were like, "How did she like hide her marks in that picture?" And it's like, well, she could have used foundation, body paint, or it's not a real photo.
Or
and that's part of why she was eyeing it. Like,
it also could have been that her markings were not progressed that far.
No, but she always had markings right here, even as a little girl, and like
the shirt is
the shirt like full on. She would have had to have used makeup or paint in order to hide it.
Yeah, because there is the scene like a flashback where Rumi was talking to Celine and she was like, what if we just told them, they'll understand? And she's wearing significantly less modest clothes than she is every other time we see her.
So yeah, but like her shoulders and biceps are still covered.
That's true. Well,
I love her patterns at the end of the movie. They're so pretty.
They're pretty.
I want to know. I want to be a fly on the forum walls of that universe's the fan theories. Hundreds broke up on stage. The Sasha boys went missing. Like,
what is going on?
Full body tattoo? Because like their little advertisement thing is like the Huntrix comeback tour. So it's like, I need to know what the fans
they're like, they killed her and replaced her with Frankenstein thing. And that's why.
Bro, there are people who think that Avril Lavigne died and she's been
it's been
That's what I'm talking about. Like they're just doing that with her in this universe.
I also seen a theory that people are like, oh my god, Jinu's gonna come back because they see Derpy and Sussy on top of the building and just below it says comeback. And so they're like, oh my god, it's a connection to Jinu. And it's probably not.
He is dead.
Yeah, fully. Because they're like, how can he be dead if his tiger's still alive? Guima's still around. And I'm just like, guys.
He didn't make the tiger.
No, he just made a hat for the tiger that the bird kept stealing. Which I need to see that like side story.
Yeah.
I have to. Where did you get the material? Why do you only make one?
Okay, so in the end credits, if you watch the animations, it shows the bird stealing the hat.
That's very funny.
Yeah, whenever I watch it with people, I tell them I'm like you have to watch, we should watch the credits until the end of the Takedown song, because the credits go like there's so many fun little animations and stuff.
Yeah.
At it during the end credits, and then it transitions to the three singers from Twice.
Yeah.
Recording Takedown, which I like watching.
I think I've seen the credits then, because I remember seeing that.
But yeah, there's like one of the end credits has the girls all sitting around, and it's got like Mira's wearing her glasses, and somebody I watched it with, they were like, I didn't realize she had glasses. And I'm like, yeah, she has them on in several parts of the movie.
Yeah, she has had them on. She has them on at the doctor's office where she gets a close up of her face when they're having the stare down. Like,
I will say, in the defense of that person, they are kind of hard to see.
Yeah.
In that sequence of events, because they're like really thin and gold and the light doesn't reflect off the glass. But then like when they're fighting the demons later on, the glass looks much thicker, so you can actually tell she's wearing glasses. So I also was like, that's the beat.
Yeah. There's so many like little things I just like about this movie.
What did you guys think of the Jinu lion reveal?
I knew there was something wrong the moment he started. I was like, I don't like the story. The story is too sussy. I don't like it. And then when Guima showed up and Guima was like, oh, don't you want to tell her the truth? And I was like, I knew it. I fucking knew it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, you're just the dirty little scumbag. I knew I shouldn't like you.
So,
God damn it, I like your personality so much.
I had an interesting experience with it because I got distracted by a child messaging me or something when he first shared the story. So, like, I missed the fact that he lied and said that
his
brother and sister.
He always said that.
Yeah.
So I was just going off of, like, his flashback before that when he's asking, Guima, he's like, oh, get rid of the memories. And, his mother and sister are out there. And then he's talking about how he, like, sold his thing for a voice and got in the palace. So I kind of already knew I didn't realize he lied about it. Until like way later. And he's like, I lied. And I'm like, oh, you did.
Oh, you did. Fuck.
Like, oh, I see.
I had something
I understand now.
similar to that where it's not that I was just kind of like, I mean, yeah, I figured. Like,
yeah. You were like, yeah, I knew.
Like, I'm just like,
why would you feel guilty otherwise?
Right, I'm like, otherwise you didn't do anything. So
I do think it's a little deeper than that though, because I think he's in the Joseon period, and like in that time the emperor's word is law.
Yeah.
So I think that like maybe he got the invitation to go, and he thought his mother and his sister were invited, but then he
And
gets
they weren't.
there, and the emperor's like, no, they're not allowed in. And at that point, he can't turn it down, because if he does, he'll be killed for disobeying the emperor.
Yeah.
And so I think that weighs on him, but I don't necessarily think it's as cut and dry as as he feels it is.
Right.
Or as Guima tells him.
Yeah, I agree.
Because I'm sure
Especially since one
Guima
of the
will
voices
twist
in his
that knife.
head is a random woman going, "They're gonna die," and I'm like,
Yeah.
that wasn't in any of the other memories. Where did she come
I don't remember this scene. I don't remember this happening.
Also, like, if he was that selfish, would he feel that bad about Andres?
After I watched the movie for the first time, I was like, man, I kind of wish some of the story beats were like in different sections, so that way like it could be like like I kind of wish that they pulled off on Rumi being half demon, so we could do this. And I was like, nah, it's a kids movie. They did all the things in the right spots. And then I rethought about it. I was like, no, I do like that they were fully like reveals patterns. Oh my gosh, is she half demon? And next scene, I'm half demon because of my dad. I was like, oh, perfect, done.
It's kind of funny because all the kids I watched it with, they were like, oh, she's half demon. But several of the adults I watched it with, they were like, did I miss something? Did she get infected by the demon? And I was like, the next scene is for the adults. It's not for the kids.
And the thing is, I fully put that together later on when I was watching some reactions. I was like, oh no, this is for me. Okay, I get it. I understand. I appreciate that.
Funny because for me, being the romantasy reader that I am, I was like, oh, she have to. I'm like, oh, her mama romanced the demon. Okay, I see Rumi. This is fucked up. I didn't even consider the fact that she might have been infected. And then, like I said, I watched it with other adults, and they were like, did I miss something? Did she get infected? And I'm like, that is an option.
I knew that. I figured that she was half demon.
And the very next scene is, Rumi's all like, so everything that has patterns, and I'm just like, yes, I don't need this explained, but it is a kids movie, so children do. So I just thought it was funny that then my viewing experience with kids versus adults was so
I knew she was part demon, but I was like, man, I kind of wish they didn't explain it right away. And I was like, no, I'm glad they did, because then I don't have to think about it that hard. Yeah. And now a lot of things make sense, because things wouldn't have made sense, and I probably would have liked the movie a lot less if they didn't. Be like, why is she doing this? This is so weird. And then it's like, oh no, makes sense.
It's also knowing immediately that she is half demon, and then seeing how like harshly and everything they all talk about the demons.
Yeah.
So they're like, demons, they gotta die and stuff.
You got the patterns, you gotta die.
Like, I think one of the reasons that she was starting to lose her voice and stuff while they were writing Takedown, and why it couldn't heal, is because they were essentially writing a song about how she herself did not deserve to live.
Yeah. And one of Mira's first lines is, you got the patterns, we gotta die. And it's just like, damn.
Oh, you got the patterns. Now you gotta
die. And then when you see that Rumi has the patterns, you're looking back and you're like, oh, because it's also, Mira is the most like aggressive.
Violent.
Yes, she is the most violent.
So body.
Yeah. So and she's very much like, well, they're demons. They gotta die. All of them gotta die. All them fucking little demons gotta die. And it's just like, Eep, your best friend is also half demon.
She is the most prejudiced, yes.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Which also makes sense at the end, or at the breakup, when she's the one that pulls out her weapon and Zoe doesn't.
Yeah. Like I said, I
brandishes her weapon.
Like, defensive, because like Rumi yells, and that's what Mira does. So I think she.
Yeah. But still, Zoe did not pull out her like knives at all. Where Mira had her spear, and was just like, I will defend things if I have to.
I think Zoe is their Macne, and then I think Rumi's technically supposed to be their leader, but Mira fulfills that role in a lot more ways, in my opinion. So
I do like the scene when Derpy is in Rumi's room, and she's just hanging out. I also love that she just kind of hangs out with the cat and the bird. like for no reason, just hangs out with them. And then Mira shows up and she's like, you gotta go. And then Derpy just slowly goes away and then comes back because of the trash.
Yeah.
And then Mira's at the door and she's like, oh, hey, like, what are you doing here? She's like, oh, I gotta talk. Are you trying to hide something from me? No. It's like, do you want to come in? I mean, I guess if you want me to. And she just barges in the room.
I love them so much.
And it's just like, it's like, you're not hiding anything from me, are you? And she sits on Derpy holding his tail and holding the letter.
Oh my god, that scene, I was like, this absolute liar. this master of deception.
Also, I'm mad that Derpy could fly this whole time and he didn't take her the first time. You made this bitch run from across the city rooftop.
Hold on. He didn't make her do nothing. She didn't want to go. So he, as a cat, left and she followed. He didn't make her do shit. She didn't trust him. Derpy flying her back home, I feel, shows how much more comfortable she became with herself. And
yeah. So I'm also saying that, but also, you could have flew this whole time. The whole time. I also do love his mail delivery system. He could have sent it any other way. Nope, he sent it through Derpy. Just
oh, there's an artist who made a Derpy like sticky note holder, and it's just the tiger being like and then it's like
I want
there, and then you can do that, and I'm like, that is probably the only time I would ever allow something with a tongue sticking out to be my thing.
I'm not super into like merch like that or like things like that. I want one so bad. I want so many things of Derpy so fucking bad.
Oh,
I love that.
It was only upon my 9th rewatch that I noticed that at the end of the movie, Zoe is wearing a Derpy sweatshirt.
Yes, she is.
Oh,
yes, she is. I'm like, where'd you get that merch, girl? I need to know where you got that.
In the Netflix store, Cody. You gotta go to the Netflix store.
I know. I don't want to go to
Why Matt will not be having any merch.
I can't go to the Netflix store.
I'm not allowed on the Netflix store.
Why aren't you allowed on the Netflix store? What'd you do to Netflix?
Hey, what did Netflix do to me?
Oh, what did Netflix do to you? I don't know the story.
I just basically
Netflix was being shady and kept reactivating his account, so he called Netflix and said, no, delete it. I'm never coming back to you.
And then like a week later, this watch party this Let's Talk gets planned, and I'm like, yeah, I can do that. And then I'm like, oh, it's on Netflix.
And Netflix only, yeah.
He did not realize it was a Netflix exclusive.
Yeah, because I literally told them, delete this account. I don't care. Just remove all traces of it because I'm not making another one. And then this.
Yeah, I also don't have a Netflix account, but our living room TV has my roommate's Netflix account. So I had to be like, I have to find a time where my roommate's not using the living room TV to watch this movie.
I have a Netflix account, and I've been using it to show everyone this movie. I went to my mom's house today to do something, and I was like, Mama, have you seen Kpop Demon Hunters? And she's like, no. And I'm like, you should. You'll love
it. They have a vintage tour hat, and I kind of.
My mother loves K-pop and K-dramas. And she's okay with anime. So,
yeah,
I think she'll enjoy it.
Absolutely.
She is also okay with a tragic love. She's more okay with a tragic love story than I am.
Oh my god, I found the sweater. It's a shirt, actually. It's not even a hoodie. I want it. Oh, and there's more Derpy merch. Oh my. Okay.
Apparently they keep adding things, but people found out about the Derpy plush because the voice actors kept posting pictures.
Oh my god, there's so much merch.
One.
There's Derpy stickers. Oh my god, Kpop Demon Hunters Magpie pillow, and it's just leaning forward, squinty eyed.
One of my favorite artist animation is Mira with the magpie on her head, and they're just giving the same judging stare.
That's so funny. Here's the thing.
Right, but
yeah,
is there anything else we wished to discuss about Kpop Demon Hunters?
I got all of my notes.
I didn't have notes. I just showed up.
Cody stole my notes, in fact.
Did I? Dang.
Thief.
Listen, I pushed things up 2 weeks. I stole her notes. What do you expect? I have to go out with a bang, guys.
The Saja Boys in Inspirations. visual and tonal inspiration from iconic stars such as Tomorrow X Together, BTS, AT's Big Bang, and I'm very proud that I noticed Stray Kids and Monsta X because I love both Stray Kids and Monsta X.
I do like Stray Kids.
I don't know any of these.
They say Genu carries that air of mysterious detachment. He's handsome and magnetic, but emotionally distant. Is he emotionally distant?
He's very emotionally available.
Yeah.
He tends to show his emotions regularly.
This is a direct quote from the director. She's like, "There's always a muscular one who shows off their abs, one who was the romantic type. I purposely gave him these bangs that were meant to be heart-shaped, and the baby of the group." The only member whom Kang couldn't recall comparing to an artist was Mystery, whose face is mostly obscured by his long purple hair. He was inspired by anime. When Kang asked her team why he doesn't have a face, they told her to trust us. And
Don't worry about it.
That's just a question mark, Kang laughs. It was also just a challenge to animate 5 faces versus 4, so that also helped with the animation as well. Also, fun fact, they all have the same CG body except for Abby's Saja, because he's a little bigger. We bulked him up like 20%.
That's hilarious.
He's
They
20%.
just went copy paste, copy paste, copy paste, copy paste.
I love that.
Copy paste, expand.
20%.
Grab the
Scale
top right corner
20%.
and stretch that a little bit. There we go.
So Genu was inspired, like, Genu's look and everything was less inspired by K-pop stars and more inspired by K-drama actors such as Cha Eunwoo and Nam Joo-hook, which is because they wanted him to have a classic Korean look. And a lot of articles like to point out, and this was way before his voice actor was cast, who they just happens to look like him. And I'm like, you fair enough, I suppose.
Can we also talk about the scene where Genu runs into Rumi and she's falling for like 20 minutes
We
at
can
slow
in a
speed?
moment. I want to finish this real quick. In contemporary groups like Stray Kids and ATEEZ helped shape the group's high energy performance style and intense stage presence, because those idols are known for their choreography that's aggressive and often theatrical, which fed right into how the animators constructed the Saja Boys dance sequences, blending pop performance and supernatural combat. And in terms of youthfulness, TXT served as another touchstone. So, yes. Kelly so needs the derpy plushie. We all do.
I need so many things.
And yes, when I saw that first, I was like, "Oh, it's the K-drama like meet cute thing." But then also, I was like, "How hard did he fucking bump her with his shoulder?"
I know it looks like it's very light, but she fully boxed up, falling for 20 minutes. As the song is playing, I'm like, I think this is a K-drama thing, and then I love that he just does the reach down, and just goes.
So funny.
And walks away.
Got her ass.
Stole one of her grape juices.
Yeah, and he stole a grape juice.
I'm like,
got her.
I'm truly like, I love this man. God, he's so funny. That's so good.
See, I don't think he was the one that stole the tonic. I think one of the other Saja boys did it while he distracted them.
Probably Baby.
Also,
probably Baby.
The joke that I consistently make every time I watch it with somebody new, when the Saja boys, they first come up and it's like, oh no, they're hot.
Yeah.
And then you see Genu and her hair. I'm like, oh no, he's so hot. Her brain came out of her hoodie.
And like when the music, like when Soda Pop plays, and they're like, "What's that music?" And they each peer around the corner, and they just pull Rumi's hoodie tighter around her head.
Oh my! One of my favorite things to see in the fandom is how many like kids in like they're like older kids, younger teens and stuff are doing like parody covers of that scene. It is so cute. There are just so many of them, and I love seeing all of them. They're adorable, especially because like they will always have one pull the other one and they fall down.
It's a good scene. That's the other part to me where it's like you could tell these are friends because of scenes like that where it's just like, oh no, your hood's about to fall out. I'm gonna pull it, and it's gonna be way too tight. I'm just gonna whoop. Oh, and you fell. Okay, let's go.
I would like to give one final rest in peace to the corn dog.
Oh my god!
Nothing.
It did nothing wrong, and they demolished it.
I will also say some of this. The first time I watched this movie, some of these parts were extremely stressful because I kept going, "Oh no, they're gonna be filmed!" Like, "Oh no, the fans are gonna hate them for X, Y, and Z." Like Derpy with the trash can, I'm like, "Oh no, Derp!" I'm like, "Oh no, the tiger is gonna take their lyrics back."
Yeah.
They didn't do so many things I was stressed that they were gonna do.
Yeah, and it's just like demons are terrible. Demons are awful to everyone, and like the Sandra boys are so nice, handing out presents, and then the girls are taking the presents and crushing them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like, "We gotta write a diss track." I'm like, "Oh no, they're gonna write a hateful song, and their fans are gonna hate it." And then the Sandra boys are gonna get them because they're doing nice, positive things. But no, that didn't matter.
Yeah,
Nope.
I was expecting like the Sandra boys to like do a song about like Huntrix,
how amazing,
how great they are.
Yeah,
I was waiting for that to happen.
But also the diss track was vague enough that I'm like, "Oh no, this will be fine."
Yeah.
I thought they were gonna be like, "Genu's a motherfucker."
Yeah. It's like calling bitches out left
the song
and right.
opens and I'm just going like, you know who's the son of a bitch?
You know who I fucking hate.
They get on the mic and they like rip out Romance's heart.
They go, "Yo, fuck Abby," and everyone's like, "Whoa,
whoa, what do you do?"
This is a kids movie.
And then they're like, "Whoa, what
are you just upset because he has
so bitter?"
Yeah.
They do a bit because it's a kids movie where they start singing and it's just a bunch of bleeps.
That's Mira. Beep, beep, beep.
Yeah, that's so Mira. That's so funny. This movie's great, guys. I don't know if you can tell.
But yes, I much preferred the way that they decided to handle the plot points, and they were not in ways that I feared. Which are also so like they went tropey, but at the same time they subverted a lot of tropes.
Exactly. Like there were a lot of moments where I was just like, "Oh no, I hope they don't do that," and then they didn't do that. And I'm like, okay, cool. Thank you for not doing the like tired thing.
Yeah.
Yes. All right, I think we're good to wrap up. As some bonus information. So originally, when I got ready today, my bangs were going to be on this side because that intensifies the cowlick. However, because of the way that I did the mark, it made my cheek look bruised and swollen. Ooh. So it 100% looked like somebody punched me dead ass in my face. And so I went back and I added more so that it wasn't quite contoured. And then I put the hair over here and I was like, okay, I no longer look like I got into a brawl with somebody. Yeah. But that's some bonus info for everybody who stayed this long or watched us on the rewatch.
And my piece of bonus info is that like 2 hours before, Sam suggested we dress up like pop stars, and then also said that Matt, you can probably just already do that with the wardrobe you have.
Well, look, I was like, do we want to go pajamas or do we want to go pop stars? And then I didn't expect the guy's brains to stop working.
Yeah, because it was like, my pajamas are not for Scream. And
I'm like, I don't have pajamas. Like, I have a robe I could wear, I guess.
Yeah,
I was thinking pajamas because the girls wear their pajamas a lot.
I was thinking, I was like, I knew what you meant. I was like, should I get like an oversized sweater or something?
Cody's like, should I be Mira?
Like, yeah, should I just like get a bear?
I'm like 100% the Sasha boys. That's just Matt's wardrobe.
Yeah, because I was like,
I pointed this out to Matt, and he's like.
Like, that would work.
And then because I was like, oh, I have some like short black shorts and I can probably like find a white top and stuff to make the golden thing. And then I walked in my closet and I saw this and I was like, wait, no, I have leather I have leather-looking leggings. I'm like, I am 100% a Sasha boy. Okay.
And like I
That's my
have this,
destiny.
which isn't Sasha, which is too pink for Sasha boys, but it's flowy and it's close enough.
So I don't think we said this on stream, but we're just the different phases of Sasha boy.
Yeah.
That is a Soda Pop era. You are the Idol Awards era.
Yep.
And then I am your Idol era.
Yes.
I need a hat. I need Gino to make me a hat.
Yeah.
This little tiny hat that a bird will keep stealing.
Yep.
I'd be okay if the bird was sussy.
But then he just sits on your head while he wears your hat.
That's
And there
fine.
you go.
My
Yeah.
cat does that anyway.
So like either way, you got the hat. You
Yeah.
just have a bird with it too.
I would be fine with that.
2-for-1 deal.
As long as they're careful with their claws in my skull.
And most birds usually are. Most. I don't know about Sussy, but
Also, I really like this picture, this screenshot that I had sent you guys, so I may be posting it somewhere.
what was this? What was this screenshot?
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That was before.
Yeah.
Like, you can kind of see how the other side of my face looks a little puffier.
You know,
yeah.
If I had paid more attention, I really could have just done this shirt and put a pink one underneath it.
Yes, exactly. See?
I could have done that I mean, I don't have the sunglasses but yeah, I really could have just done that.
That's why I was like, man, I really wish I had Hawaiian shirts and I could just be Abby.
I think I do have, because yeah, that's a long sleeve. I have that exact long sleeve shirt that he's wearing. That's one of my like work shirts.
I think it says a lot that if we wanted to go with like the basic Sasha boy, the Soda Pop Sasha boy looks, I would in fact have the artist finding something. But for your Idol, I'm like, oh, let me just go to my closet.
Yeah. It's like, oh, Soda Pop? That's hard. Your Idol? 1 second. How many outfits would you like? I have options.
I also, because I noticed that Abby has these like arm bracers, and I'm like, I could put mine on, but I didn't want to lace them.
I want to do that.
I also have leather boots like theirs. But nobody was going to see those, so it doesn't matter.
No.
All right, but thank you everybody for joining us. Everyone, congratulations and farewell to Cody for now. He may pop up every now and then as an occasional guest, but he must temporarily retire from being a regular again. Matt, however, is here eternally.
Yes.
He, in fact, has given me his soul.
Yeah.
I am the Gleemont.
Yeah. Funny story. 400 years ago, I was like.
So we will see you presumably every Monday in July.
Yeah.
For write-ins.
Yep. It was gonna be Guy July, but then I had to ruin it.
Well, it still is. It was going to be Guy's July. Now it is just Guy singular July.
Okay. Yeah, that's true.
Now I can't open the streams with it was Matt May and then my June gay and now it's my July guys. I'm so sad. It's all right.
It's fine.
Kelly says happy retirement, Cody, and have a great night, everyone. I will.
Fox can't fire me this time. I'm retiring.
I will see some of you Wednesday. Sunday is a book Let's Talk for Grandmaster of Demonic Cultivation Volume 2. And then Monday is another show.
Yay.
Yay.
Night. Bye.
Bye.
Signal Wi-Fi.